be the melody. Good morning, Mo Moon. Good morning, Christy Graham. Got to put the ideas down when they come, just a little part, so I don't forget them. Then I'll go back. I got a bunch of ideas. Bonjour.
You wanna be grown and sexy? Can you be grown and sexy? I wanna be grown and sexy. That's that shit, JK.
Bonjour, our brother Gary.
I already said bonjour to him.
I was saying bonjour. Is that a problem?
So now you kings that now your prostate working again.
I'm going on mute.
Her prostate never stopped working.
Love you, Cuddles. Good morning to you.
She got two now.
Calm down, Cuddles. We're gonna have a good day.
She got two prostates, Pop.
Well, she doubled. What happened?
She got one in the front and one in the back.
Are you trying to say she's a double nutter?
Double nutter.
Double deductions to you both.
Double up with the double nut. She got two prostates, and that's what's up.
Lather.
You wanna be grown and sexy.
She got two
Your prostate's grown and
what's
sexy.
up.
Can your prostate be sexy?
I wouldn't know.
Want your prostate sexy.
Get y'all.
Good morning, Dre.
What up, Jay?
Man, I appreciate you, man. I really
Absolutely, man. Anytime. Ali, what it do?
Jay is grown and sexy, and Dre is grown and transy. We can't have him in the family.
God damn.
Dre is grown and transy. No, he ain't being a pansy. Everybody say it's panty.
See how y'all do? See how they do me snitching? That's how they do.
I do, cousin. I don't
That's
know
how
what
they
to say.
do me. That's how they
It's
do me and shit. I try to.
16 years strong. I'm telling you.
Ali did it. I just jumped in. I just was helping with the lyric. Good morning, Jelena.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was my song, Dre. I just featured Jay in it.
Wow.
You just let me have a little.
On me.
Good morning, Willie Zan. He just gave me a few bars. That's all.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. He get all the pup. Jay got all the publishing though.
That wouldn't surprise me.
You know what? Oddly enough, I never took publishing and just for me. You know, I always
share it around.
This is what. Good morning, Nakia George. This is what Lucky Witherspoon sent me the other day. He said, so I got it.
Hi. Big Fred.
Good morning, Fred.
Morning.
Come on.
Good morning, JoJo Red. Good morning, Fred. Good morning, JoJo Red. Good morning, everybody who just got out of bed. Good morning, John Beckman. I said, put the cigarette down. Use your head.
I'm ready to go for a walk.
Don't go for a walk. You might have a heart attack because you smoke cigarettes.
And them Coors Lights is back.
Smoking crack.
Hold on. I'll have that when I come back. But by the way, here's my song, Jay. Blow it out your ass. How's that?
That's a hit. That's a hit.
That's good, Beckman. And you was in tune and rhythm.
And everything.
Oh, yeah. I can sing. Don't you worry about me.
Surprise. Go ahead, JB.
Go ahead.
Good morning, Janet Marie.
Excuse me.
Boy, that was a good one.
Thank you.
What you got popping off, Ali?
I know he loves your car.
Who loves whose car?
Oscar was trying to get into Donna's car.
Oh, okay.
He loves the car. See Donna's new BMW over there?
Good morning. Good morning. I'd like to say good morning with a song for you. Good morning. Good morning. I'd like to say good morning with a song or two. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood, a wonderful day for a neighbor. Would you be my Kings in the Morning listeners? Would you be my neighbor? Good morning, Fred. Would you be my neighbor?
Yes, I would. Hey, how's it going out there in Radio Land, ladies and gentlemen? Good morning and welcome to the new and improved J King Network. You know how we do it over here, so stick around. Stick around, and we're going to clown around in the third hour. Have a good day, y'all.
Good morning, John Beckman. Would you be my neighbor?
Sure, I'll give it a try.
Good morning, Ali. Would you be my neighbor?
Talk too much, Jay, mute you. Sang a little song, Jay, mute you. Jay mutes me with brutality. So come on and call and see. So you can see. Jay mutes me.
I mute you.
Jay mutes me.
Amusement.
Amuse me. I tell you, Jay, amuse me. Ah, yeah, yeah.
Good morning, Danielle Torno. Good morning, Carla Prayer.
Booyah.
Dr. Dre, would you be my neighbor?
Absolutely. What up, though? Good morning, everyone. It's about that time, y'all. Let's make it do what it do.
First of all, you guys, I want to give a lot of love, a big shout out, and a super thank you to Dr. Dre. This weekend.
Yeah.
Good morning, Fatima. Good morning, Roshan. So my baby girl is getting ready to leave school because the semester, it's about time for it to end.
Yeah.
And Dr. Dre went out there this weekend, helped her get her bins and stuff so she can get ready, so she can get them all packed up and get ready to go home for the summer.
Yep.
I really appreciated that.
Right on, Dre.
Right on, Dre.
Awesome.
Take care of the kids, Dre. They need you, man. They need you to stay manly. They don't need you to go transy.
Oh, wait a minute.
What the fuck? What the fuck that? Wow.
It is what it is, Dre.
I know. I guess so.
Louis, stay manly. Doom, doom. Don't go transy. Doom, doom. Stay manly, not trendy.
I like that. You gotta get us some beat. Stay manly. I like that. Stay manly. Doom, doo, doo. Don't go transy. I'm telling you,
Keep
boy.
your panties on, nigga.
God damn.
Fred, where you going, nigga? To the church, nigga?
Fred went and got sharp and shit.
Yeah, he done got sharp on us.
It don't take that much to do.
Oh, hey, Jay, what it do?
Why is that idiot wearing all white? Put a little bow tie on there. He'll look like the Colonel. Can hand out KFC to the kids later. What the fuck?
Or the good humor man and give out ice cream.
What's that?
Or the good humor man and pass out ice cream.
I forgot about the good humor man, but I associate Fred with chicken, not with ice cream.
That's fucked up. Fred gonna kick your ass.
Fred's gonna do nothing. Fred's gonna sit there and take it. He's just gonna complain as he normally does. Look at him. Where'd you find those glasses? Would you go through the thrift shops last? I think Fred went through the thrift shops to find those glasses.
You ain't gonna beat my goat, buddy.
So OAJ, you come right on poking, huh?
Yep, poking the fuck out the bear.
Like Larry David. Like Larry David with a heart on. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to love Kirby Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
That was my favorite.
But
the Black Family was the best addition to that show.
The Black Family. The black ones. The black job.
No, they're not the black ones, you dumb fuck. They called themselves the Blacks. That was their name.
The last name was Black. So
always looking for something, aren't you, Fred? Bunch of racists. Go fuck yourselves, all of you.
What? What the fuck?
White man with attitude this morning, Thursday.
Yeah.
Monday morning. And he's in Thailand getting laid.
Oh, fucking get it right. It's Thailand.
Listen at him. He
How do you
wants to
fuck
be.
that up? No, how do you fuck that up constantly? It's Thailand.
Taiwan, Thailand. Who gives a fuck?
Exactly.
They speak
You're
Chinese in Taiwan.
They speak Mandarin in the other place. I don't know. Who gives a fuck? Same shit.
I've already learned enough Thai that I can get by.
Dre, ain't nothing Mandarin about you but an orange.
Juan D talks to me in Thai all the time. Half the time, I don't understand what the fuck she's talking about.
And I thought me and Ali
Well,
was
I do. I'm gonna tell you. I talked to her, and I have a list of some of the things that she says to you. She's Jay. When I say things and tied to Howard, he doesn't know what I'm saying, but I'm calling him a fat bald head fuck who has a very small pee and who is just.
How do you know how big it is? Wait a minute, where did that come from?
That's what
she said. I'm reading what she wrote.
Let me explain something.
This is what she's saying to you. Good
A
morning, Jeff
normal
Carter. Good morning,
American
Adrian.
dick is about as much as they can take. Look, they're not like American. They're not like American girls. Okay, you put your thumb in an. Oh, hold on. You put your thumb in an American girl, and you're not going to find anything. You put your thumb in a Thai woman,
damn.
and you're rolling your thumb around her cervix. They're about her cervix is about that close.
OAJ, why? Is that why you're there?
So he can matter.
I ain't mad at him, shit.
So he can matter.
I don't see nothing wrong with going to a place where he matters and he can get all the coochie he wants. Shit, that's kind of smart if that's what he wanted to do.
I ain't mad.
I could never do this. I could never do this in Israel. I couldn't do it well, I did do it. I did do it in America. I always had girlfriends that were 20 years younger. But it's not so easy once you get in your 60s. Everything stops working the way it normally should work. It's very bad.
You say you always had girls and you were 20 years younger?
That's why you got to use your thumb now because your thing don't work.
No, Ali. I know. See, you probably, the extent of your knowledge, you probably think is the G spot. I got news for you. There's an A spot, and it sets them off like you've never seen before.
And where do you do
the
that?
A spot.
What
You know where the A spot? You know where the A spot is?
Yeah, when you put a piece of watermelon up there with your finger.
You don't know what the A spot is. I know you'd like to claim that this is the size condoms you wear, but I don't believe that either.
I never said anything about anything. I mean,
and I don't believe black guys all have big dicks. Although
you like me, so you don't think I'm big.
I don't give a shit. But although the African guys are pretty big, you know who else is big as the Indians?
How do you know?
And the women here, because I hear the women tell me all the time.
No, nigga,
and they don't want the Indians.
Nobody,
they don't. The Thais don't want the Indians because they say the Indians smell.
OAJ, you's a motherfucking super freak, man.
I enjoyed my Indian woman while I had her.
Why did you lose her? What did you do? Good morning, Lee Fletcher. Good morning, T. Lotta. Good morning, Toy Billy Flea. Good morning, Rico the Great.
She was 19
Good morning,
years.
Huh?
She was 19 years younger.
Mm-hmm.
And she was still listening to Mommy and Daddy, and Mommy and Daddy wanted to marry her.
And Mommy and Daddy said you dealing with an old man who is balding.
They didn't know. They didn't know.
Yeah, who's the old?
If they didn't know, that mean that you were doing one of those to catch a predator type moves. When you're talking to
whatever you want to say. She was 19 years. She was 19 years old. I was 38. And I was with her for several years. Now she's a drug counselor. She's a psychologist.
Well, her parents knew you was fucking her when she came back because she was walking the same way when she.
No, I'm going to tell you who knew. I'm going to tell you who knew.
Nobody knew, nigga.
Yeah, they didn't even like the other guy that she did marry, who was also a pharmacist. They're both pharmacists. They're both doctors of pharmacy.
So
But,
basically, had you been able to stay with her, you would have had a better life.
I would have had brown children, that's for sure.
You would have been like John Beckman.
You would have
Had
had a
some,
good
had
life.
some.
I don't know what John Beckman's doing, but
He married money.
well,
That's what the fuck he did.
well, did he marry money, or did she just after they got married, did she just become more successful than him?
No,
I think that's what happened.
No. She was successful before she met John. She was a mover and shaker.
Did she get more successful after she met him?
No.
She had money.
Good morning, Larry Brooks. No. I think John might have came into more after he met her because of his parents passing and stuff, and what he picked up, in that transition of life.
Yeah, I don't pick up those transactions. I get everything stolen.
That's a wonderful. What people don't realize is sometimes wealth, because somebody's parents are wealthy or because they did well, the kid gets like a springboard into his or her life. If you look at Howard Hughes, for instance, it was Howard Hughes' father that made him wealthy because his father developed the drill bit that drilled for oil. His father manufactured tools, created tools and stuff. So when his mother died, he was 13. When his father died, he was 18. And so he took over his father's company as an 18-year-old. And then oil became the industry, a lot like what the tech industry is now. Oil was back then.
Yeah.
And he just made money hand over fist. As a matter of fact, he made so much. He was making so much money that without doing anything. And then he bought most of Vegas, Hollywood, Beverly Hills. He owned all that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Do you think this Janet Marie is obsessed with me? Because I think she is.
No, she's not talking about you, Howard. She's talking
Yes,
about.
she is.
No, she's
She
talking
says,
about Howard
that's
Hughes.
'cause nobody likes you, OAJ. No, she says that's because
I thought you.
nobody
I
likes
Howard
you,
died.
OAJ.
Well, OAJ,
I think she's.
OAJ. A lot of people don't like you. So more people don't like you.
Why do you think that is, J. King? What is it about me?
You're obnoxious, and you're rude, and you're crass, and you say nasty
Look
things.
at Ali shaking his head over there, going, "Yep.
Andre,
J. King's
not
right."
Ali's up there.
Ali is
No,
doing
Ali's
it. Andre.
there.
No, Ali was doing it too.
Ali's doing it right there.
That's yeah. They're both
Well, on my screen, Ali's above me.
Yes,
right.
Yes,
I'm
he's
over
shaking.
here on
He's
the side.
shaking his head like, yeah, he's
And
crass.
Howard and Janet Marie Howard did die miserably because money don't mean shit. Janet Marie said you're a Luciferian.
Janet Marie should have the balls to put her picture today on all these social media things instead of pretending that today she's what she was, because she's not what she was. She's different.
Well,
And I suspect she gained a bit of weight too, which she doesn't want to show anybody.
She ain't gained no
No.
weight.
These Thai women, these Thai women on the dating sites will put in their profile how much they weigh. They will tell the absolute truth. They'll say, I weigh 75 kilos. And then there'll be a picture of them. There'll be a picture of them when they
Okay,
were
so
43 kilos.
So OAJ, let me just say this.
Terrible. Yes.
I've seen Janet Marie. Okay, she was just a month ago. She was at an event. Janet Marie is not fat. She looks like her pictures.
Yes, she do.
And
Is she skinny?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a small. She's not skinny. She's well built.
She got a little
Oh,
ass
she's
on her.
Oh, she's proportioned, is what you're going to
No,
say.
no, she
Yeah.
This
like
is what
she-
they say.
She
When
got
I got,
guns. She got guns, nigga. She built. She
you
built.
guys don't have
Ass
any
fuck
Jewish
out.
yentas. You guys have no Jewish yentas going, oi, you know I've got a woman for you. She's very, very intelligent. And as soon as they go down that track, you know that she's a troll.
Yeah,
Under a bridge,
Well, Jan Marie is
eating
not a troll.
eating
She's
eating
a,
marshmallow,
Jana Marie
marshmallow,
is-
whatever.
She's
Jan
not a
Marie's a
troll.
good-looking lady.
Yeah,
She is
Yeah,
a
Jana
good-looking
Marie,
lady.
she
Good morning,
all right.
Delia.
She said,
But
"I'm
what is
fine."
she
That's what
using?
she said about
But
herself.
that photo is very old.
Now
No,
you know, Jay. We got in OAJ's defense. Jana Marie just said to herself, "She fine." Now she can't say that. Somebody else got to say it.
No, she might have been saying, "I'm fine." Like I'm fine. You know, like I'm
Like, she
not like
okay.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
But it's according.
Jay. No, you put too much.
I don't
on
know.
it, Jay. She meant.
Oh,
I'm
she
fine.
said that's what
Capital
the she said that's what the fuck I am. I guess always have been, always will be.
That's with a capital F. I'm fine.
And you-
No, sorry.
I ain't
Fine
mad
is
at Jana
fine.
Marie.
You saw what
Yeah,
you saw what
goddamn
you
right.
saw what Kente said when he saw her.
But I will tell you this: most of the Thai women
Good morning,
are
to you, Shirley
about
Brown.
5 foot tall. That's it. 5'1", maybe 5'0". And when you see the ones that are 4'11", and they say in their profile that they weigh 60 kilos, let me tell you something. That's when you gotta go looking for that clit because you're not gonna find it easily.
Okay, so let me
It's
say
under,
you-
it's you
OAJ,
gotta pull
why
things
are
away. I don't
why
want that.
Why are you on social media sites looking for women?
Because I have an open relationship with Wandy.
And because you're a little perverted. You got a little pervert on you.
I'm 62 years old. What am I gonna do? Wait until I'm 70 and go, boy, I wish I had fucked all of
I
them
know.
women.
I'm just saying you're a little.
I'm just doing
you-
it now.
I'm just
What's
saying-
wrong with me? There's
No.
nothing wrong with me. It's
No, I'm not saying,
normal.
but you
It
at- but
makes you a fucking
but you admit
pervert,
no.
man.
But you admit you're a little pervy. But you
Yes.
will admit that, right? Okay.
Why not?
No,
If
there's
he
nothing
admit
wrong
it,
with it.
if
I'm
he
just saying.
admits it, then there it is.
He's a little pervy.
Gotta
He's
put
a
it
little
on tape.
pervy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, absolutely.
See, I did all
I'm
my
a-
tricking
look,
in my
I'm having a
younger-
blast
younger
out here.
days.
You guys
Yeah.
don't realize you can come to a country like this,
don't want to.
Philippines, same way. Although I wouldn't mind a good Catholic girl. It's been a while since I've had a good Catholic girl.
I'm done.
you
And
know
I don't.
what?
When I say girl,
Yeah.
girl, I mean women.
Okay,
Yeah,
we
I
done
know.
with your segment. Jay King.
I
finna
talked
read us
to
a
a-
story.
No, I talked to a friend of mine one day. I was that I did some music with, and I wanted to write with him.
Mhm.
And he said, but he was in the Philippines. So he said, man, you should come out to the Philippines, but don't bring nobody with you. Oh my God.
No, don't do that. That's
And I
exactly
said,
right.
I said, if we're working on music, why would I bring anybody
Right.
with me? And why would I worry about who's there? He was like, man, the women here, you just don't know. And I said, let me call you back. I got another call.
Indonesia's the
that
same
wasn't-
way.
And I never called him back.
That wasn't Chris Martin, was it?
No.
Okay.
And I never called him back.
He don't
And
know
the reason
Jay
why I
King.
never, because I was like, I'm over, nigga, I'm trying to make a record.
He
Okay.
don't know Jay King, man. He said the wrong shit. And he didn't
I
know
know
when you
that's
told him you
right.
was gonna call him back that you wasn't calling back. I would have known.
Yeah, I hate people like that. It's like, motherfucker, I'm trying to get some
Dude,
work done, and you want to
First
trick.
of all, I'm not that, nigga, do you know how old I'm? At the time, I was 47. And I was like, nigga, do you know how old I am? You know how much, do you think pussy mean that much to me? I'm trying to make a record. Good morning, Monique.
You
know
could
you
make a
surprised
record
me
and
when
enjoy
I-
pussy at the same
No,
time.
no.
No,
OJ,
nigga,
when you
working
making
at-
music, you gotta
No.
first, you can't go.
Well,
I'm
I mean, in the same trip.
gonna go to Brazil, and I'm gonna do some bossa nova music. And what I'm
Yeah,
gonna
they're
do,
strange there.
I'm gonna bring DOA with me, and we're gonna set up a studio. I might even bring Ivan. I'm gonna set up a studio. I'm gonna record a lot of sounds from Brazilian artists,
Yeah.
Brazilian musicians.
Gotta be tight too.
That's so. I don't care about, I mean, you're gonna look at the site, you're gonna look at what's beautiful, but you're gonna,
And,
the
Brazil got
beaches
some
and everything,
badass
you're gonna take in
women.
the
God
culture,
damn.
but you do your work. I'm not I wasn't no pussy chaser, especially when it comes to music, because you don't know what kind of bag of tricks you're gonna get.
That's right.
You never know who. See, the setup is cold.
What's the bag of tricks?
A whole bunch of tricks.
Whatever it is, I don't know. I don't know. I
Lady
don't know you
boys.
like that. I just met you. Yeah, you're a beautiful woman. I just met you. I don't know
Lady
what kind of trick you got up your sleeve. I don't know what's gonna happen when you get in my room, and then some motherfucker start and somebody knock on the door, and it's your husband. Cause the game is that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm not that
I
one.
don't know if that's the game in the Philippines. The Philippines
It's the
as a
game
country,
anywhere. Shit.
well, I've not encountered that. I have encountered two women that I said, nah, that's not going to happen. And I'm sure that what you're thinking of, these two women were up to, because I can smell it. But you do have all the supporting conversations that you have
I'm not.
online, so it's not
I
just
don't.
a
If I
cold.
if it's somebody if I'm with somebody in a foreign country, it's somebody that came with me,
Yeah,
and
the
they
Russians
it,
do that. But
it
this
won't
is
be.
the kind of stuff
It
that
won't,
doesn't happen in Thailand.
good morning, Raymond Noah. It ain't gonna happen to me nowhere.
It's very infrequent.
Yeah, yeah. But the fact that it happened one time, you that one, that's too many. A
It didn't
private
happen to
plane.
me. I had somebody offer, and I just
I'm not
thought, you know
saying you.
what?
I'm not
Doesn't
talking
seem
about
right.
you in
Doesn't seem right.
particular. I'm talking about whoever the you is. A private plane that crashed in upstate New York over the weekend was carrying 6 members of a close knit family of physicians and distinguished student athletes on a trip to the Catskills for a birthday celebration and Passover holiday. The twin engine Mitsubishi MU-2B went down shortly after noon Saturday in a muddy field in Copake, New York, near Massachusetts line, killing everyone on board, according to authorities and a family member who spoke to the Associated Press. Shortly before the crash, the pilot had radioed air traffic control at Columbia County Airport to say he had missed the initial approach and requested a new approach plan. Officials with the National Transportation Safety Board said at a Sunday briefing. While preparing the new coordinates, the air traffic controllers attempted to relay a low altitude alert 3 times with no response from the pilot and no distress call. Investigators obtained video of the final seconds of the flight, which appears to show that the aircraft was intact and crashed at a high rate of descent into the ground. Among the victims were Karina Groff, a former MIT soccer player named the 2022 NCAA Woman of the Year. Her father, neuroscientist Dr. Michael Groff, her mother, Joy Sinai, a urinologist, her brother, Jared Groff, a 2022 graduate of Swarthmore College who worked as a paralegal, Alexia Colladas Duarte, Jared Groff's partner, who also graduated Swarthmore and planned to attend Harvard Law School this fall, and Karina Groff's boyfriend, James Santoro, another recent MIT graduate, according to the family statement on Sunday. They were a wonderful family, James's father, John Santoro, told APP. The world lost a lot of very good people who are going to do a lot of good for the world if they had the opportunity. We're all personally devastated. Santoro said his son first met Karina Groff as a freshman studying at MIT. Groff, who grew up in Weston, Massachusetts, was an All American soccer player studying biomedical engineering. Santoro, a math major from New Jersey, played lacrosse for the school. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Karina Groff co founded Open PPE, helping to create a new design of masks for essential workers. In 2023, she received the prestigious NCAA Woman of the Year award for the previous year for her on and off the field accomplishments. Really, this recognition is a testament to my MIT woman soccer family and all of the guidance, support, and friendship they have provided for me over the years, she said in an interview at the time. After graduating, Santoro and Groff moved to Manhattan, where Groff enrolled in medical school at New York University, and Santoro worked as an investment associate for Silver Point, a hedge fund in Greenwich, Connecticut. India born Sanai was an accomplished pelvic surgeon and the founder of Boston Pelvic Health and Wellness, according to the family statement. She trained in medicine at the University of Pittsburgh, where she met Michael Groff, who became a distinguished neurosurgeon and experienced pilot. On Saturday morning, they all headed to Westchester County Airport in White Plains, a suburb of New York City, where they boarded Michael Groff's private plane, according to John Santoro. They were set to land at Columbia County Airport, but crashed roughly 10 miles to the south. The plane was compressed, buckled, and embedded in the terrain of muddy agriculture. The pilot was flying under instrument flight rules rather than visual flight rules, but was too soon to determine if reduced visibility from weather conditions were a factor. The plane had been sold a year ago and had an upgraded cockpit with newer technology that was certified to Federal Aviation Administration standards. Investigators expect to be at the crash site for about a week, and the full accident report could take between 12 to 24 months. Funeral arrangements are underway. The 25 years we had James with us were the best years of our lives, and the joy and love he brought us will be enough to last a lifetime. Man.
That's sad.
Whole
So it's
family.
gonna come down to the pilot. He probably lost his situational awareness. I don't know what his experience was. And that airplane, I think, is a turboprop. Might
Good
have
morning,
a prop on the
Francis Wright.
front of it,
Good morning, Daphne
but it's
Gibson.
got a jet engine. Got a jet engine driving it. It's a fast plane.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what happens to people we say in aviation. They got too much
Well,
money,
it was his,
not enough brains.
it's his it was his plane.
Or JFK crashed his plane too.
Yeah, I'm saying it was his plane, but I don't know if it was. I mean, I don't understand. Do you have the same pilot all the time? You know, do you have different pilots? Good morning, Barbara Coates.
He's flying the plane. He
No,
wants to fly the plane. I don't know if
no,
he
he
was.
no, he
I don't know
wasn't
what
flying
his
the plane.
experience level was. Who was
He
flying the
wasn't
plane?
flying. He wasn't flying the plane.
So who was flying it?
They said the pilot. They didn't say him. They said the pilot said that he missed um his approach, the initial
Okay.
approach. The pilot radioed air traffic control at Columbia County Airport to say he missed the initial approach.
Yeah.
So they didn't identify him as the pilot. So because they didn't identify him as the pilot, I'm assuming he wasn't the pilot and that there was a pilot. That's why they said the pilot. They didn't say the pilot who was also the owner of the plane, Michael Goff. They just said that
I
he owned the
also
plane.
flew planes and shared it with other pilots. We would go one way, switch, and then go the other.
Yeah.
And
So
then
I'm
go
saying,
back. So I've
you
done
get
that a
some.
lot of times.
Mhm. OAJ, when was the last time you flew a plane? You've been in Taiwan for about 30 years, 20 years now.
Last time I flew it. Thank you, Fred.
Ah,
Thank you for
damn.
bringing the noise, Colonel. Thank you, Colonel. Bless me, Father, for I have
Flintstone,
sinned. It's
meet the
been a couple
Flintstone.
years since
That's
my
the last
confession.
time I flew a plane.
I flew a
Fred,
plane in
Eddie, and
2006.
Barney.
I flew a plane solo in 2006. That's the last time solo.
Okay, that's 20 years ago. So a whole bunch of
2006.
change.
Doesn't
Lot of shit
matter.
that happened.
I haven't forgotten how to fly.
Man, but
You look
technology
like
has
you have.
changed like crazy.
Francis said, see, if you
Whoa.
weren't clowning with your watermelon, you would have heard that part.
No, see, I don't know what you mean by. Some pilots have 1,000 hours of experience in chunks of 100 hours. They never learn beyond 100 hours.
Mm-hmm.
See, when I used to go fly, I used to go look for an adventurous flight instructor and say, let's go push the limit of the envelope. And they say, why would you want to do that? So I know where it is.
But see, now when I used to fly, I would just flap the shit out of my wings, and I would get there.
Trey, you are a very strange man. I wanted to ask you. I want to change the topic and stop talking about fucking nonsense. And I want to ask you, Jay King. Do you know a group called Camera Soul?
Camera Soul?
Yeah.
No.
I just stumbled across them. I don't know if they're new because they've got single releases in 2025, 24. But they reminded me of all the, and it reminded me of Dre. It reminded me of all the dancey dance black guys in the middle of the skating rink. And I know damn well that's you, Dre. You were the guy that got in the middle of the rink. That's where that you never left the middle of the rink. You got in the middle of the rink. You did all the dancey dance bullshit on roller skates, didn't you?
I've never learned how to roller skate. I can skate, but I can't do all that.
Can you go backwards? Because the Jew doesn't go backwards. The Jew goes forward very quickly.
I can skate regular, but I can't do all that.
They're a newer group.
Of this love story that makes my soul so blue. I saw the problems and some solutions too. But I still don't.
Oh, she's Italian.
I showed this movie with you.
They got a jazz sound. They've got a really good jazz background, and she's sort of fallen into disco. She's doing disco jazz.
Well, yeah, she's Italian. That's why.
I was totally fucking high last night when I listened to it. So maybe I should listen to it after I'm not high. But
what were you high on? What were you high on? Opium?
No, just pot.
Drug of choice of Thailand. Opium.
You can't say pot in Thailand because they don't know what it is. They call it ganja or marijuana.
Isn't opium is a drug of choice in Thailand?
No, I'm just trying to get my back. And my biggest obstacles are steps. Fuck me. I have, and I just adjusted with this chair, and it seems to be working out because I got a lot less discomfort. But getting around, I get really tired. I've lost a lot of muscle mass in my legs, which I've got to build back again.
Take your ass to the gym.
Good morning, Dale Bernie.
Well, everybody didn't like at the gym. They're dead. Seems when you cross me, you die. I don't know what that is. Also, when I go see old jazz greats, they die in a couple of months.
Well,
I've seen a lot of good ones, and they're dead in a couple of months.
Don't go see no more.
Well, I did stop. I did stop because there were some really good jazz greats that I went and saw, and they're dead in 2 months.
As LeBeau feel a little bit on him.
Yeah.
If you know the answer, then we can talk about all the problems, what they concern us. I will be your surprise. If the world
What's interesting, so you got to remember, English is not these folks' first language. No, so.
Bossa Nova, the rhythm that makes you dance every day, the music that makes happy every time.
She did this 2011.
I liked it. Yeah, I liked it. I like their music. Even Ali is doing the like trotting on a horse, but he's doing it.
I got a horse for you, OAJ.
And it reminded me of Ali doing the dancey dance, which you know he was doing in the skating rinks. You know, he was the pretty boy doing the dancey dance in the middle of the skating rinks back in the 80s and the 90s, especially the 90s.
That was Dre, not me.
Yeah.
Well,
So Jana
it was Dre.
Jana Marie, she's an Italian in Italy. So she's influenced by urban music. You can tell. I like what you're doing. I'm buying the album.
I stumbled across it and I thought, wow, this is good stuff. And it reminded me of, I can tell you what it reminded me of, but I think it was too high.
What it reminds you of? Sure.
It's got a really good beat. And it reminds me of disco.
You got that Angela Bofield.
You know what they sound like to me?
Al Jarreau. You got a little Al Jarreau.
It remind me of those hotel bands in Vegas.
Yeah. She got a little lounge thing on her.
Yeah.
You know what?
Like
I'm gonna tell you what I would do with somebody like this. I would listen to the songs and I would find the song in it and get influenced by it and make my own thing. Good morning, Jay Henry. Good morning. Good morning, Jay Taylor. It's got a cheap Incognito vibe on it because Incognito was rich. The sound of Incognito was very rich. This is very loungy, very
loungy.
You know, if you were at a, like if they had CDs at a hotel, you were standing out and they were playing out by the water, out by the pool and stuff, or out by the water, you go buy it and support them. Yeah. I'll check it out. Today is Monday, April 14th, 2025. Saturday was my son's 41st birthday.
Dang.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah.
You got a
41-year-old.
Or 41?
41. 41st.
41st. Damn, you got a 41-year-old son. That's deep.
I'm 63 now, so I'm not the young man I used to be. But I remember when I was 23, 24, and I said, wow, in 16 years, I'm going to be 40. I wonder what I'm going to be doing in 16 years. And I literally looked at my life, and by the time I was 40, I didn't think I would be in the music business. I think I would be, because I thought I would be too old to be in the music business.
Mhm.
Because I didn't come up like musicians do, playing in clubs. My first record was on the radio.
Right.
So I wasn't in a club band. So I didn't have the respect or the understanding of what it takes to be a real musician. And the sacrifice. So I had to go through that. I did 12 years where I didn't record. I didn't tour at all. I wouldn't do dates because I thought I was too old.
Wow.
When I turned 30, we were on tour. We were in Canada with Freddie Jackson. And we did about 12 dates on that tour. I didn't buy any clothes. I didn't take anything with me. In every city, I would just buy I would buy a new set of clothes.
That's a trip.
And then I would leave my clothes from the last city in that city and just in my room and just keep going. I was going because I was on some weird shit. I was on some weird break on through to the Jim Morrison shit, right?
I know.
I haven't
right?
read. I was reading his book. I was reading Jim Morrison's book, and I was just wild. I was wilding out. And I was like, and then I was doubting myself. And then we would be on stage, we'd be singing, and I'd be looking at people saying, and it just seemed like I was on stage for a long time. That we'd be on stage for 40 minutes, but I swear it was 2 or 3 hours. It was just laboring for me. I
Damn.
would find one person that might have just turned their back, and I'm like, they hate us.
Yeah, you would.
And
think
I
that
just
shit
I would
every
concentrate
time.
on that one part. It was a trip. I went through some real. I had to get myself out of that. It took me for 12 years. I didn't tour,
Wow.
and I just would just go, and I would wake up in the morning. I toothbrush everything. I brush my teeth, and the clothes that I had on, I would wear to the next city, and then I would buy clothes, throw those clothes away, and then wear those clothes. And I was on some crazy shit.
Wow.
Damn.
That's
I,
wild.
I did that for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. It was crazy.
Well, at least somebody found them new clothes you threw away.
Nice new clothes, exactly.
hmm
I might have left that shit. I can fit it.
I left $2,800 in my hotel room one day. I just left $2,800 going too fast and left
Damn.
it in the left it in the envelope.
Mm.
I had
By the
2,000
time
get
I
stolen from the hotel.
realized by the time I went to go do something, and by the time I realized it, it was like, okay,
That's
I
crazy.
had a, yeah.
But
Wow.
did the maids find it?
I don't. I
Hell
never.
yeah.
It was
They
too
didn't
late. I
find
never even checked. You know, back then, because cell phones. I had a cell phone, but not everybody had cell phones yet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you
You
couldn't
know,
call
cell phones.
nobody. You got a cell phone. You're the only one with one.
I'm like, whatever.
That's some wild shit.
They probably the maid probably really love you, Jay. They probably wrote a book about you. He left me
Oh,
$3,000.
they have a shrine in the hotel in one of the maid closets. I guarantee you, they're just praying he comes back.
Do you remember the first cell phone you had, Jay? What it looked like?
The first cell phone I had was in my limo, and it had a cord, and so on the
Yeah.
back of it, it had you press the button on the back was
Right.
were the numbers, and it had a so you spoke from the speakerphone, but when you talked on it, you took it off the thing, and then it would automatically go to the headset, and it it had a cord, so you could only go so far out the car, right? Like a phone at your house.
Exactly.
So
I had mine was the little one they carry in the back, the little bag, little handle, and it fit in the
the
little
black
bag.
one that had
Yeah,
the black one that was like a phone, a home phone.
exactly.
Was
That was
are you
some
talking about
lame
that one?
shit.
I had that one. I had them all. I had every
They called them.
cell
They
phone.
I
called those
figured
bag
you would have
phones.
that.
They were
Yeah,
I
bag
had them
phones.
all.
yeah, but
Jay
I
I
had
probably
the
used
had
to.
bag
every
phone.
goddamn cell phone they ever made.
I
That nigga
believe
was
Jay
the
had
only
that
one
shit.
with a cell phone in 1990.
I had
No,
my first car
I had a
accident.
cell phone. 87. I had a cell
No,
phone in
you had
87.
mine in well, you had just before me because I had my first one was in '88.
I did too. My first bag phone caused me to crash my.
That's when
I
it
think it
cost
was.
$2.35 or $1.35 a minute.
Hell yeah, it was crazy. The
Mm-hmm.
bill you get was you didn't talk on that motherfucker at all.
But then, a couple years later, AT&T came out with GSM. Nobody was on it, and they offered $99 a month, unlimited calling. I got rid of my landlines. I used this phone. I must have used this phone for 7,000, 8,000 minutes a month. $99. What a great deal.
I never had that deal. I wish I would. Today is
Yeah,
Monday,
me too.
April 14th, 2025. Divine Order is going to be the daily word, DIVINEORDER. Brother Reverend Ali is going to do the word of the day. All of life is working for my highest good. On this day of Holy Week, I center myself in the understanding that before a desired outcome happens, certain other things must happen first. I think of Jesus' last week on earth, leading to his crucifixion and resurrection. Without the crucifixion, there would not have been a resurrection. I consider the cycle of death, the void, and renewal in my own life. Looking back, I can see my endings in a new light. At the time, it may have seemed nothing would ever improve, but now I realize that some situations had to end before new experiences could begin. The Lenten journey gives me a renewed appreciation of the role of divine order as I grow through loss and rise to new life. Today's Bible verse is 2 Corinthians 5:17. So if anyone is in Christ, there is a new creation. Everything old has passed away. See, everything has become new. Brother Reverend Ali, what
Man.
is the word of the day?
OG, the word of the day is keep, spelled Keep. And the definition for keep is cause to continue in a specified condition, position, or course. Let me see if I can use that in a sentence. No matter what's going on in this fucked up world we live in, I want everybody to keep going. Keep.
That was very nice,
That
Ali.
was good. I like that.
What
It
did you
was
think about?
disjointed. It was disjointed.
Of course, you. Well,
His
let me just say this.
explanation, his use of, let me give you an example, never matches the definition.
It does, motherfucker. You're stupid.
You want to keep going. Okay.
Yeah, keep
It
going.
went.
So if I read the other definition,
Good morning, Todd.
possession of,
Good
that
morning,
wouldn't,
Kip.
that wouldn't have went shit. Stupid motherfucker. So you all about pussy. That's why you got problems.
He's got puss
By the
on
way,
his mind.
I
He's
got
got
to.
puss
Hey,
on his mind. He's got puss on his mind. He think of it every day. That's why they say,
But
"Oh,
let me tell you. Let me tell you
how
how I
much you
got
gonna
to.
pay today?" He likes all the puss. Yes, he does. Puss on his mind.
Let me tell
Good
you how
morning,
I got the
Tanya.
camera sold. Spotify handed me up
Mm-hmm.
you on Soulful Bossa Nova, and I had been listening to. It also pushed me to a lady by the name of Etienne, which I thought was pretty good. Valerie Etienne. I think she's French. But I was listening to Ramsey Lewis, and then it sort of handed me this the Italian people.
Now, when you
Which I
heard
like.
Soulful Bossa Nova, did you like it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. I don't like all the songs, but I like
Shit.
most of them.
I liked all of them.
Well, I didn't know it was you, but I thought it was. I heard it come on. I didn't look at what it was, but I said that's familiar.
That's my shit.
And I was back in old school listening to Ramsey Lewis.
Oh, okay.
Which
Did you ever play any James Bossa Nova when you got one of them girls over?
Let me tell you what. No, because a lot of them they don't like jazz, but let me tell you what they do like, and that is, oh god, I'm gonna fucking have one of those moments. The fuck.
Everybody, I get it all the time.
Completely, it's gone out of my. Yeah, but it's
get it all
62.
the time.
It's happening. I go to open up a tab to go to a new some new website and forget what I opened the tab for.
Yeah.
And then it'll come back to me a minute later. Anytime I say to somebody, you know what, it'll
I'm gonna
come
tell you
back.
what the worst
It's
shit
all
is.
right.
When you go to the refrigerator to get something, you go, "What's that gonna
What
fucking?"
I
Oh
can
no
do?
no. No, I when I hit a
know your ass gonna
refrigerator,
do that one.
I have
Exactly
a
what you
one.
want.
I have one mind when I hit the refrigerator.
Eat.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. I do have to read this story to you guys
Please, thank you.
because
Shut this motherfucker up. Thank you.
because this story is ridiculous, and I'm glad Michelle and Barack are addressing it. So open it. What is it going? Continue. Why are they doing this right here? I already got this. God damn it! I'm already there. Dum dum. What are you doing?
Ain't nothing like drinking your food, man.
So Michelle Obama is sick and tired of y'all in her business about her husband and her and what they doing and whether they getting a divorce or not. They're not getting a divorce. Michelle Obama was quite a multi-maker on Wednesday episodes of Sophia Bush's podcast, Work in Progress. At one point in her interview with the One Tree Hill star, the former First Lady did double duty by addressing divorce rumors while also making a valid point about unfair expectations placed on women. Nearly 9 minutes into the I Love Radio podcast, Obama was in the midst of discussing how her life has changed now that her daughters, 26-year-old Malaya and 23-year-old Sasha, have fled the nest, when she revealed her favorite part of being an empty nester. Life is whatever I want, Sophia. It's whatever I want, Obama said, responding in a sing-songy, euphoric voice. It's the first time in my life all of my choices are for me. Obama went on to explain how being a mother and a public figure limited her decision-making in the past, and that she constantly put her husband's career and her kids' needs before her own. Now that this phase in life is over, Obama says she now only makes decisions based on her needs. But she also admitted that because she's a woman, she initially struggled giving herself freedom to make decisions in her best self-interest. The interesting thing is that when I say no, for the most part, people are like, I get it. And I'm okay. At this point, Obama's tone noticeably shifts from friendly to stern while describing a recent example from her life in which she made a decision and it was perceived negatively by the public. That's the thing that we as women, I think, we struggle with disappointing people. I mean, so much so that this year they couldn't even fathom that I was making a choice for myself, that they had to assume that my husband and I are divorcing. Although Obama never clarified what decision she made that sparked the divorce rumor, her absence at President Trump's inauguration and President Jimmy Carter's funeral did garner enough speculation to make headlines, especially when her husband, former President Barack Obama, attended both events. In January, Vanity Fair also reported that the Obama split rumors could be due to a story in Touch Weekly that claimed actor Jennifer Aniston was trying to steal Barack away from Michelle, although Aniston publicly debunked that rumor. We're bringing you the exclusive scoop and hot takes on news all your friends are talking about. Join our loyalty program to support our work and go ad-free. So let me just say this to you guys. Good morning, Renee Chapman. What's interesting is when people are under a microscope, and this is why you got to protect your privacy when you do have a public life. See, a motherfucker put his nose or her nose in my business is going to fuck around and find out. Because, see, you got your shit in my business. I'll pinch them two nostrils together and stop your ass from breathing. You fuck around over
right.
me. I had them up. When I let them go, you be stay out of my motherfucking business before I pinch those two nostrils together. But Michelle and them, they don't know how to pinch those nostrils together. They don't come from nostril pinching. See, I would have pinched those nostrils together early on.
Goddamn right.
I would have checked people early on. You don't get to get a running start with me.
Right.
And so Barack Obama would go to the funeral of Jimmy Carter and the inauguration of Donald Trump because he's a president. He's a former president. That is in line with who he is and what he does.
Mm-hmm.
So she, as you know, and then we live in a world we don't want to change in a world that's changing. So in the 60s and 70s, maybe the 80s even, you know, the wife to the president would be there because that's what that thing did. That's what that time period did. But the time period changed. Women are much more independent, much more powerful. They have their own voice. I mean, look, the shit that you used to be able to do to women back in those times,
Get you
when
fucked
you
up
do them now,
quick.
you go to jail.
Mhm.
Harvey Weinstein went to jail. Jeff Epstein went to jail. They weren't doing nothing new, but Bill Cosby went to jail. They weren't doing anything new to the industry, but it was new to the time. The time said you can't do this anymore.
Right.
Sexism and disrespecting women and making women sex objects and sex slaves and all that stuff that existed in the business at that time. So, you know, women today, you know, that are married to high profile men that are public figures and that become public
Okay.
figures themselves don't have they don't have the obligation. They don't have the obligation to have to be with their husband or their wife. In John's case, you know, he don't have the obligation to be with Donna. Just because she wear the pants in the house and she the breadwinner, don't mean that he's
She'll beat John's ass. He try to leave.
I just had to take a cabinet down in the garage. That's why I'm late.
I bet. Donna
See,
gonna get
executive
that
control
ass.
his ass. Take that damn cabinet down.
Oh, I did,
Fuck
baby.
fuck that Kings in the Morning shit. You take that cabinet down like I told you.
so
That's right.
so
Now the rest of the
Renee
day,
said,
Jay.
hell, Melania has missed a whole lot of stuff. She does a little responsible. The difference is this: Melania never gave a fuck from day one.
Yeah.
Melania attitude is, I don't like Donald. I don't want to talk. Please stay away. You stink. I don't want. Put your diaper on. You know, she don't say shit. She don't say that, but that's the shit you see her thinking, right? Michelle and Barack were hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
And
Did
so
you
when you
see
see
what-
the pull away, but that's because she was the first lady, he was president.
Yeah.
Those days
She
are
was the
over.
first man, Jay. She was
No,
the
she is
first
the first
man.
lady. John
Yeah,
Beckman,
whatever.
don't bring your racism here this morning.
I'm not. I'm just saying she's a man.
Yeah,
Has
I know
nothing to do with race.
that's only racist and ignorant motherfuckers
Oh,
say
come
that.
on.
That's why your dumb ass is off the thing. Good job, Snitchy Smurf. You learning?
She
I
ain't
like
learned that fast. She brought that nigga back too fast.
it. Yeah, you better let him chill for a minute.
A guy's racist. Unbelievable.
So the bottom line is this. I'm glad that she said something. I'm glad that she addressed it, you know. And if they was getting a divorce, shit, why? Whose business is it? I'm gonna tell you right now, if Wideneck got a divorce, I wouldn't be surprised.
Who?
Wideneck.
Who's Wideneck?
We don't know.
You know who Wideneck is? The girl,
Yeah,
Kamala.
you know Beckman.
No.
Who's Wide
You know
Neck?
how wide. You know how her
Beckman.
neck is so
Who
wide.
the fuck is Wide Neck?
That's
You
vertical.
know.
That's vertical. Why?
Why you throw your hands up? You know who Wide Neck is.
No, vertical is no neck.
I thought Vertigo was long.
Yeah, that's
neck.
right. No neck.
And
She got a wide.
he's not talking about anybody here. Let's just put that out before Nicole
Okay.
goes batshit crazy. But
Mhm.
fucking Beckman, you know who Wide Neck is. Give it up.
No clue.
A 92-year-old refuses to sell her home to the Masters golf course that spent $200 million on expansion. She said money ain't everything. A 92-year-old whose home is less than a mile from Augusta National Golf Club has fielded multiple offers for her property from the club, but refuses to sell. Elizabeth Thacker has lived in the house for more than 60 years and raised her family there. Her daughter, Robin Thacker Rinder, said her mother is strong willed. A 92-year-old homeowner, um, Elizabeth, lives in a 3-bedroom single story house on .06 acres, a lot that was built in 1956, according to property records. It's a normal looking home in a far from normal location, just outside the north gate of the Augusta National Golf Club. Thacker lived in a home at 1112 Stanley Road in Augusta, Georgia, with her husband, Herman Thacker, and the couple raised their kids there. Their grandson, a pro golfer named Scott Brown, also spent time there as a child. Herman Thacker died in 2019 at the age of 86. Thacker told NJ.com in 2017 the couple did not want to leave their home even as Augusta National made offers for the property. The property was last valued at $338,000 in 2024, according to property records, above Augusta's median listing price of $215,000. Augusta National has made Thacker multiple offers over the years above the home's estimated value, Thacker's daughter, Robin Thacker Grinder, told Fox Business. Still, the late Herman Thacker told NJ.com in 2017 that the couple was staying put because money ain't everything. Augusta National Golf Club has become a revered athletic landmark as host of the biggest golf tournament in the world, the Masters. For years, Augusta National has tried to capitalize on that clout by acquiring surrounding properties for well above their asking price, some through limited liability corporations like BC Acquisition Company and WSQ, the Wall Street Journal said. The club has spent $20 million over 20 years to grow its footprint by 3/4. A spokesperson for Augusta National did not respond. Through its buying frenzy, the golf club has targeted homes like that of Thacker and her neighbors, and many of them have sold their properties to Augusta National. In 2018, one neighbor sold her 3-bedroom ranch home, which is only an 11-minute walk from Thacker's home, to the club for $1.1 million. And the Thackers themselves sold another home they owned to Augusta National for $1.2 million. The properties are mostly raised steps away from Thacker's home. An unpaved parking lot becomes visitors just outside of the North Gate as attendees visit the club for this week's Masters. Still, Thacker reported she has no plans to sell. Yes, we still own it, and yes, Mom still lives there. Wait until she dies, though. Cha-ching. So we have a house in Augusta, so we're about 3 minutes away from Augusta National. So
Walking distance.
yeah, about 10 minutes walking. 8 minutes walking. But you can see the gate and but it's a little lake, so it's at the top of the hill, and then you walk down, but you can. My backyard goes all the way down to the gate.
So Jay, does
Good
Nikki
morning,
rent it
Mac and
out during the
Philly.
Masters and make a killing?
Yes, yes,
Wow, that's a good way to make some money.
Mhm.
yes. You can make between $12,000 and $20,000 for the week.
Yeah, shit, that's great. Pays for the property taxes.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm going home. I'm going to LA Thursday.
What do you know, Beckman, about paying for property taxes? I bet you never signed that check. It's okay. It's okay. Your wife keeps you protected and secluded. I like
You
it.
can't hear you.
I like it.
I hear you.
By the way, Jay King, the Isley
Mhm.
brothers. The Thai women love the Isley brothers, but what they also like, because it sounds like music from up in North Thailand a bit, they like country music,
Like country music.
American country music,
Like Willie Nelson?
like Letters from Home. Like I listen to
What Isley
country
Brothers are
music
you
all the
listening
time.
to?
I've got a mix that really plays stuff that I like on Spotify. I tried Tidal too, but Tidal doesn't have. I tried Tidal. You've never heard of Tidal? You know who owned that? P.
I know who
Diddy.
title. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They don't have lyrics on Tidal. Can't find lyrics on anything, and I like that, so I went back to Spotify, which cost me for a family of 6. Spotify cost me $6. Why? Why $6? That's for 6 accounts. $1 account. Why? Because my Play Store is in Thai, not the USA. I buy shit that's cheaper than the stuff you buy. I buy the same things. In fact, I look on
Why
the
the
stuff
fuck
that
would
I can
anybody even
buy.
care here what you buy?
He been running the
Everybody
whole
cares
show
what I
this
buy.
morning, John.
Listen, don't be an old man sucking on your fag, your cigarette. Don't be an old man sucking on your fag
This is a fag.
be upset.
That's what they call it in the UK.
I'm in a very good mood, Beckman, and you're sucking on a fag and complaining about everything.
I don't know.
Go
I'm
make
just
yourself.
wondering why
Go
I
make
care
a
about.
sandwich.
I'm wondering
Make
why
a
I care.
sandwich.
You bought $6 of something. What
In
do I
fact, you know
care?
what? I think I'm gonna make. I want to make a nice chicken sandwich. I've got cheese, got mayonnaise. Best mayonnaise in America, by the way, is Mrs.
Hellman's.
Schloor's.
Hellman's mayonnaise.
No, it's not Hellman's. What are you? It's Mrs. Schloor's.
It's
Hellman's.
Dukes.
And I found a mayonnaise from Japan.
Jay, read me a
It tastes
story.
just like.
You want me to read
Mrs.
you a story?
Yeah,
Yeah,
please.
Please, yes.
No, I'll make
please.
a sandwich. I'll go make a sandwich and be
Go
quiet.
ahead, bye, nigga. Get on.
Jesus
Put
Christ.
yourself
Nicole,
on mute.
you put
Yeah,
me on
I'm
mute.
gonna-
Jesus Christ.
I'm going to read you guys a story
Thank
about
you.
James Cape. And this is so first of all, I want to talk about where we are. Somebody said, why do black people always talk about race? And I thought, and a white person asked me, I said, Jay, why do black people always talk about race? And I said, that's interesting coming from you. And he said, why? And I said, because race wouldn't mean nothing if you guys didn't make it mean something.
Absolutely.
Race never meant anything to us. Race means something to you. And because race means something to you, we have to address it because it happens to be our race that means something to you. And he said, no, I don't, no, that's not true. Race don't. I said, it's absolutely true.
Liar.
And I said, let me tell you how I know it's true. Because you see me as a black man.
Not a man.
Because in this country, the color of my skin means something. It's the difference between me at one point being free and not.
Mhm.
And then he, so we went back and forth. And I said, I'm going to read you a story. And I started reading him the story. And as I started reading him the story, he started crying. I mean, literally
Damn.
crying. And he apologized to me. And he said, Jay, I guess because I don't think about it, I forget about it. I forgot. And because this isn't part of our everyday history, this isn't something that we talk about every day. And And I said, it's something we think about every day. When I walk out the house, I got to figure out when the police get behind me. I got to figure out who this kid is behind me, how old he is, all kind of shit go through my head because because I'm a black man and I've been pulled over for that coming from a police. Uh, 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 um, I sat on a police commission. I got pulled over coming from a police commission uh, meeting by a police officer. First question out of his mouth was, "Do you have any weapons? Do you have any drugs in the car?"
Wow.
Anyway, so I read him James Cape story, and I read it in James's voice, and 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 I caused him to have to go do some of his own research, which I hope over time he'll come. I hope when he comes back to me, even with John Beckman, sometimes I fuck with Beckman, but I really hope that John Beckman hear some of these stories and go try to read stuff so he can learn, so his Confederate shit won't
I've been here for
always be on
7 years
display here.
listening to these, Jay. I don't have to do any research.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
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 do.
do.
are my research.
No,
No.
that's that lazy CTE white man shit. James Cape, Centurion,
I love you, John.
now
I love you
living in a
too. I don't know what the hell I'm even in this story for.
now living in a dilapidated little shack in the rear of the stockyards in Fort Worth, Texas, was born a slave to Mr. Bob Houston, who owned a large ranch in southeast Texas. James's parents came direct from Africa into slavery. James spent his youth as a cowboy, fought in the Confederate Army, and was wounded and has an ugly scar on his shoulder. After the war, James unknowingly took a job with outlaw Jesse James, for whom he worked 3 years in Missouri. He then came back to Texas and worked in the stockyards until 1928. Documentary proof of James's age is lacking, but various facts told by him, his parents, and others led him to think he must be over 100 years old. I was born in yonder southeast Texas, and I don't know what month or the year for sure, but 'twas more than 100 years ago. My mammy and pappy was born in Africa. That's what they's told me. They was owned by Master Bob Houston, and him had the ranch down there, and they have cattle and the horses. When I was old enough, they sat on the horse. They learned me to ride tending horses, 'cause I was a good horse rider. They used me all the time going after horses. I goes with them to Mexico. We crossed the river lots of times. I members once we was driving about 200 horses northards. There was a bad hailstorm comes into the face of the herd, and that herd turns and starts the other way. There was 5 of us riders, and we had to keep them horses from scattering. I was the leader. And do you know what happens to this nigga if my horses stumbles? Right there's where I'd still be. Master give me a new saddle for saving the horses. One day, Master Bob comes to me and says, Jim, how you like to join the army? You see, the war had started. I says to him, what does I have to do? And he says, 10 horses and ride them. I was young then. I thought it would be lots of fun. So I said, I'd go. So the first thing I know is I was in the army away off east from here, somewhere this side of St. Louis and Tennessee and Arkansas and other places. I goes in the army instead of Dr. Carroll. After I gets in the army, it wasn't so much fun because tending horses and riding wasn't all I does. No, sir. I have to do shooting and get shooted at. One time we stops the train, takes Yankees money and lots of things off the train. That was way up the other side of Tennessee. You've heard of the Battle of Independence? That's where we fight for 3 days and nights. I was not tending horses that time. They gives me a rifle and sends me up front fighting. When we wasn't running, we does a heap of running. And that suits this nigga. I could do that better in advance. When they order comes to retreat, I's all ready. I get shot in the shoulder in that fight, and lots of our soldiers gets killed, and we loses our supply, just leaves it and runs. Another time we fights 2 days and nights, and the Yankees was bad that time. And we had to run through the river. I sure thought I was going to get drowned in. That's the time we tried to get in St. Louis, but the Yankees man stopped us. I free after the war and goes back to Texas to Gonzales County and gets a job doing cowboy work for Master Ross herding cattle. And right there's where I was lucky for not getting in jail or hanged. It was this way. I was in town and that man Ross says to me, I understand you's a good cowhand. And he hires me and takes me way out. No house for miles. Before we comes to the ranch with cattle and I goes to work. After I was working a while, I wonder how come they brings in such fine steers so often. And I says to myself, Master Ross must have heaps of money for to buy all them steers. They pays no attention to the raising of cattle. Just brings them in and drives them the way. One time, Master Ross and 6 men was gone a week. And when they come back, one of them was missing. They had no steers that time, and they talks about getting frustrated and how one man gets shot. I says to myself, what for was they chased and shot at? Then I remembers. Master Bob Houston done told me about rustlers and how they's hanged when they's caught. And I knows then that's how come all them fine steers is driving in and out all the time. But how to get away, that's the puzzlement. I not know which way to go. And there's no houses anywhere near. I keeps getting scarred. And every time somebody comes, I think it's the law. But Master Ross drives them cattle north, and I says to him, I was a good hand at the drive. Can I go with you next time you goes north? And not long after that, we starts and we get to Kansas City. After Master Ross gets shut out of the critters, he says, Wells, we rest for a couple of days, then starts back. I says to me, not this nigga. I sneaks away and was sitting on the bench when long comes the white man, and he's tall and dark haired and was fine looking. And he says to me, is you the cowhand? So I tells him I is. He says he wants a hand on his farm in Missouri, and he says, come with me. He tells me his name was James and takes me to his farm where I tends cattle and horses for 3 years, and he pays me well. He gives me more than I earns. After 3 years, I leaves, but not 'cause I learned he was an outlaw, 'cause I learned that long time afterwards. I was lonesome for Texas, and that's how I comes to Fort Worth, and here's where I stayed ever since. I was married about 40 years ago to a woman that had 8 chillins. We separated 'cause them chillins caused arguments. I can fight one, but not the army. And this was a regular life This was this was probably one of the good lives. Because if you start talking about Natchez, Mississippi, the Devil's Bowl, you're gonna see where tens of thousands of blacks were corralled by the North, by the Union soldiers, to that they were supposed to be protecting these people, and these people died in the Devil's Bowl. Google the Devil's Bowl in Natchez, Mississippi. That's the history of black people in this country. So when people say, you know, make America great again, or this is the greatest country, or, you know, people have to get over that was the past. It is right now. It is white people right now today that want to see black people sound like that, and get treated like that right now today. It's black people. So Howard wants you to make sure that that Jewish people are treated a certain kind of way, and that when people do something to them that they should be annihilated. You do. But he don't have the capacity or the compassion to understand the plight of people that don't look like him. These are real stories, real people.
You said go Google what, Pop? Say that again.
The Devil's Bowl, Natchez, Mississippi.
So this story like took place in like 1863 or something around that time frame
No.
during the Civil War.
Yeah. Yeah, it was during the Civil War, yeah. But he lived until 1928.
Wow.
Can I make a point real quick? Snitchy, stop muting my mic. I got a mute button right here. I know how to use it. And here I think I unmuted myself and said something, and I'm muted because you put me on mute. For what reason, I don't know.
The Devil's Punch Bowl is a deep pit near the river in Natchez, Mississippi, which holds the bodies of numerous murder victims, and according to rumor, the buried treasure of Jean Lafitte. It's a dangerous place. A kudzu strangled snake rat, armadillo infested hole, so deep that you can't see the bottom.
Damn.
But you want to read about the Devil's Punch Bowl and what happened there. People want the fruit grows there. The fruit it grows there is beautiful, but they say the fruit is so big and so plentiful, but nobody picks it because all of the fertilizer were those dead bodies.
Right.
There's a rich history about it. If you really want to know about it, please. I thought Jay was talking about me. Why would I be talking about Vertical?
When you said wide neck.
Oh.
You only have one character on this show with a wide neck. And it's not Beckman.
Who's got a wide neck?
It's not Dre. Not me.
You better leave Fred the fuck alone, man.
It's not Fred.
Then who would it be?
I know who he is. You know what? You better leave Chocolate Peach alone. I know you're a dirty.
No. I'm not talking about her. I'm not talking about her. I have completely removed women.
I think it's Yusef he's talking about.
I'm not talking about Chocolate Peach.
Okay. I thought you was trying to do.
Yusuf.
We had already
Mhm.
agreed. Are
I
you
am
trying to?
very good at keeping my word. I don't know about anybody else, but
No, she hasn't said nothing about you.
I know. And I got a message for Janet Marie. Whether or
Okay.
not you think it's worse or not, uh, Africans took the Jews and made them slaves. I want my reparations before you get yours.
Mm.
And
Well,
compound
first of all,
interest would make that very
well,
high.
first of all, you're a conflator of facts because you're talking about Africans. Africans, what happened then is a totally different thing than what happened to us here. We're only, we're Americans. The only
Elon
reason
Musk
why
is
you're
African.
Yep.
African, the only reason why we're
Yeah.
African Americans because you motherfuckers made us that. We
Mhm.
are Americans. So
That's
no,
right. I'm an American.
she don't
I
she
didn't
don't
come
owe
up
you
with
shit.
African American, whatever, but if you're
No,
gonna be
that's what
African,
white folk.
take
That's what
I
responsibility
white
too.
folk.
suggest
It's
I suggest you take your
It's,
plight to Africa
it's
and seek their
American of
reparation.
African descent, just like
and
Well,
just
you
so
could
that you
take your
know,
flight to
and black
Africa
people,
too.
and let me tell you something else. African Americans that want to call themselves Bilalians, Moors, black people, whatever they want to, whatever, whoever, however they identify, are not asking for reparations for slavery. The debt that's owed to us has nothing to do with slavery. It has everything to do with the breaking of the laws by the U.S.
after World
government
War II. I
of
learned that from you.
its own constitution by violating the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments.
And the shit that
So
happened last week.
So,
so
Dre,
look,
if you get
so
some money, how much do you want?
If I get somebody how much I want it
How much
all.
do you want?
I want it
Yeah, but
all.
how much is all?
All.
You want
no,
Fort
you know,
Knox?
so
All that I'm
Beckman
gonna
it's not
is
get.
just
All that
Beckman is onto something because he's
it's
right.
not just
Nobody knows
it's
how
not
Here
just
they go.
much.
no
Here they go.
because
Pay
it's not
attention
just
to the white
because it's
boys.
not just money. See, OAD, I I'm gonna help broaden your thinking. I know it's hard to
Okay.
do, but I'm gonna help you. It ain't just money. Um, so it's not. Everybody don't need money. So and if they did it in a fair and equitable manner,
Yeah, there'd be tax breaks. There'd be no tax. There'd be
that's right. There'll be other. So people who want money, I think that dollar figure can't be more than $350,000 a person.
I'm gonna tell you what I would do. I will be happy with what they really promised. 40 acres and a mule. Since we can't get a mule,
Well,
I think a
but that's
pure
no.
pure
Okay,
tax
time's out. Okay, you are conflating two different things. The 40 acres and a mule came with the ending of slavery.
slavery, right?
That
We're talking about
you
the
missed
after
that.
World War
You
II.
you missed that. No, not after World War II, John Beckman. Not after World War II. The
World War
day,
One. World War One.
not after World War One, John. It was the day that you broke the law when you separated, when you made separate but equal. The day that you let segregation and you let Jim Crow laws
Hmm.
govern
First of all, I didn't do
um, um,
anything.
govern
Well,
Americans.
goddamn it, it was your
People.
relatives.
The day that you let, as a country, as a countryman, you allowed it, um, the government to violate its own constitution. That's what the debt is owed for, and that's why if people need money, the people that need money, and this is where black people, people of color, the people most affected by this, have failed themselves because when somebody says, "Well, how much money?" we will say things like, however much money it is. Instead of, and then when we have the argument that, well, it's going to cost us this many $1 trillion, we say, so? And those aren't good enough answers. So I say it doesn't have to cost that much money at any one given time because everybody doesn't need the same thing. We're not a monolith.
And it
So
can be
if
deferred.
people that need people that need money. So you make a smorgasbord of different things that people can choose from, and they can pick 3 things from that smorgasbord. So let's say, Dre, you said you wanted money,
I
and let's
want
just say,
I want land.
okay, so you're gonna get land. So you can pick 3 things: money, erase all your back tax debt, school debt, old debt is number 2. No tax payments for 10 years is number 3. Um, free financial literacy, um, um, estate planning, wealth building, organizations dedicated to building wealth in marginalized communities. 10 years of that. Free care, that's number 5. Any type of false reports made against African Americans, foster fines, and you can continuously collect those fines. That's number 6. 25% down payment grant on a home. That's number 7. 1 acre of land, either residential or commercial. You can't sell it for 10 years. That's number 8. Free college tuition. That's number 9. Um, um,
Yeah, but Dre says he
okay.
wants 40 acres. You're
No,
not
I
going to
said
get
an
40
acre.
acres.
He out of the list. He said an acre of land. I'll take the
No,
acre.
I know. But you said I want 40
And that's what
acres.
he said. But well, we killed that already, John. But
Yeah.
y'all
Military
always want
helicopter
to.
going over.
And then African a business loan, a 1% business loan. You got 50 years to pay it off, up to $1.5 million. If you stay in business for 20 years, the same business for 20 years, that loan is forgiven.
What you gonna do
And then
to it, John?
so let me finish,
I'm
Fred.
sorry. Okay.
But you pick 3 things from that. So I don't want no money, but any kind of I don't want to pay taxes for the next 10 years. Everything I get is tax free. You know, I want health care. Not basic health care, but real health care. So anything major happened in my life, cancer, any of that stuff that is paid for. And I want an acre of land.
All right, I'll give you one. Shit.
You can't give me shit back. Good morning, Michael Niner Jordan. Good to see you. But I think everybody get to pick, and everybody doesn't get it right now. There has to be a cutoff. So anybody pregnant with a baby that's 5 months pregnant or more, 4.5 pregnant or more, that baby gets to, as they get older, they get to collect theirs. But anybody after that, that's it. This is how we're gonna fix it. And it's us as community to take that.
I do. I hope they
To
listen.
take that. Well, they don't listen because it don't. What I'm saying, well, requires you to not be a victim anymore. See, what I'm saying, you got to take the victimhood out of it now. Then you got to be responsible. I did a PSA for all Caucasians to shut up with the stupid shit. Now look, and you OAJ, we do not need to know about you eating watermelon or chicken. I don't know, Jet.
You don't worry about my watermelon or my chicken eating.
I don't even like watermelon.
And you keep your anti-watermelon sentiments to yourself, Beckman. Go have a piece of chicken.
I prefer cantaloupe or
Go call
honeydew.
Fred. Fred thinks he's the colonel today.
Jana Marie said you ain't got
Believe
shit,
him.
Beckman. Just a waste of a white boy. You too, OAJ. Both of you broke asses.
Damn.
That's right. I'm broke. I'm a little tight
No,
this month.
John Beckman had wealth passed down from his family.
What?
And he's smart enough. The one thing I respect is that he's smart enough to have his wife handle his money. Because Donna's good with money.
I don't even
Beckman
know
spend all
what we have or don't have.
Beckman spend all his money on cigarettes and Coors Light.
Don't you worry about that. That's
Michael Niner Jordan said John
give me
Beckman
an
was
acre
the
of
flavor
land.
for Janet Marie for 10 years.
I think Jana Marie's secretly in love with me. She wishes she had my life.
John
What
Beckman.
you
A lot of
Beckman
people.
is give me an acre of that land you got.
Janet Marie,
One acre.
shut the
I
fuck
don't.
up.
Why would you ask John Beckman for
Yeah, why
acre
do I-
land when you know that John Beckman is a white man giver? John Beckman would get mad at you and take that shit back.
Yeah, he would.
You go back out there looking at your land, you and John Beckman mad at each other, you get arrested. Shit beat out of you.
He ain't never
Good
took
morning,
my
Aaron
acre
Brown.
back. He let me keep my acre pot.
That's right.
No, he didn't. You don't have it. You don't have it. You don't have it in writing.
No, it doesn't have to be in his name. I've got it for him. He's okay.
What kind of shit is that? I want mine in my
That's that-
name.
I'm gonna tell you what that's that
white
that's
man
that sharecropping shit. He
Don't
sounds
you
just
worry,
like
Ali.
a sharecropper.
I got your back, Ali. I got you covered, buddy.
Wow.
Robert, Ali, you believe that? I'm scared for you.
He changing as the days go by, man. I'm gonna have to call Donna and see what's really cracking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the
You
funny
fucking-
thing is, Jay,
you're messing
you're
with the
worth
elderly,
more.
man.
You're worth more than everybody combined in these boxes right here. This is
Okay.
what cracks me up. And what are you
Well,
giving out?
Well, if you give me an acre, maybe I could catch up to him, John. Damn.
Exactly. Give me an acre and
Yeah.
I'll damn sure catch up.
You know,
Why you
Jay
Huh?
doesn't say, "Hey, John, you know, I know you like golf. I want you to go stay in my house in Augusta free for a week." No, I don't hear that.
No, you don't.
No, nor will I.
No, but he tell you to come to LA if you want to, or Sacramento anytime you want to.
It was 2 days before Molly Watson's wedding when her body was spotted by a passing driver on a backcountry road in Monroe County, Missouri, in April of 2018. My headlights came over her body in front of the car, Glenn McSparren, the driver, recalled in the April 8th episode of ABC's 2020 limited true crime series, Bad Romance. When I saw her, I swear my heart stopped. I could tell she wasn't moving. Watson, whose body was lying in front of her car, had sustained a close-range gunshot wound to the back of her head. Authorities said her marriage license was still in the back seat of the car. When police went to notify her fiancé, James Addy, they were welcomed at the door by his wife. It wasn't long before Addy's secret life unraveled. Watson and Addy had met 7 years earlier while they were both working as corrections officer at the Moberly Area Correctional Center in Moberly, Missouri. According to ABC News, Watson's brother, Tim Watson, said she was absolutely 100% in love with Addy. Addy eventually proposed to Watson in 2018, and the two were planning a Disney-themed wedding. She was so excited. Crystal Graves Yaziki said per ABC News. According to ABC News authorities, Addy had previously claimed he'd been divorced from his wife, Melanie Addy, and that she had died in a car accident. But Melanie was very much alive and had no idea about his relationship with Watson and impending illegal marriage until police knocked on her door that day. Addy was eventually arrested and charged in connection with Watson's killing. He was found guilty of first-degree murder and armed criminal action in 2021. He was a pretty selfish person. He'd be controlling and intimidating. It could be challenging, said Melanie, who testified during her now ex-husband's trial. It just seemed like something he would do to fix a problem. Addy was sentenced to life in prison without parole plus 10 years for murder. He was separately sentenced to 20 years for the armed criminal action charge. Watson's obituary says she loved her son and spending time with family. So this dude is
Jay.
married. Yeah.
Shannon
What's so
Marie.
funny?
Shannon
What did Shannon
Marie
Marie do?
said, she said Tim Watson sent her a friend request.
Not that Tim Watson. This is a different Tim Watson. Hey, y'all gotta stop. Y'all,
Shannon Marie is crazy.
Tim Watson, my friend. It ain't my friend Tim Watson. That just happened to be that guy's name. Isn't that crazy though? Why would you go through the whole process of marrying somebody that you can't marry because you're already married? Good morning, Tim. Hey Tim, I'm good today if you want to Tim. So Tim, I just read a story about this guy and Molly Watson, and she was in love with this guy, and the guy killed her, but her brother was named Tim Watson. And Ali, and you know how Ali is. His name just happened to be Tim Watson. There's more than one Ali.
But Janet the one said that he acted for.
It was the way you looked at the camera when you said Tim Watson, Jay. That nigga Jay looked at the camera and said, Tim Watson.
Now you just putting the 10 on the 2.
10 on the 2.
Oh my God. Damn, man. Happy Monday.
What do you guys so Michael Vick is now the coach of Norfolk State.
Damn.
Norfolk State. So maybe I'll read his story tomorrow because it's a story of redemption.
Okay.
OAJ, he was OAJ, I'm starting to put your story together now. Good morning, Eddie Mitchell.
Put it together for me.
You was messing with young girls.
You're crazy.
You said it.
You said it 1,000
No, I didn't say
times.
it.
Yes,
You did.
No, I didn't.
You told us. Good morning, Mary. You were, and
Keep saying it.
Told
and
you
you
what?
got an assist.
What do you think I told you? Go ahead.
You told us that you were dating this young. You was 19. I mean, she was 19. You were 38. But you guys probably started when she was 16 or 17. That's why your ass is in Thailand.
Well, Jay. I love your ability to think through these things. Except she was a student at the university that I was hired as the lead consultant
at Wilson Elementary.
Well, I'll help you out. She was the student at the University of the Sciences, doing a 6-year degree. When I met her, she was 19. When we stopped going out, she was in her late 20s.
Let me ask you a question though. When you dated her as a 19-year-old, 19 years younger than you, as a grown man, her as a little girl.
She's not a little girl. She looked like a little girl.
Yeah, had that been the first time, or had you done that before?
I mean, with somebody younger?
No, somebody in the same age group.
Well, my first wife in Thailand, yeah.
Okay. So
she
you
was
have
19 years. She was 19 years younger.
So you have a propensity for young women, for young girls.
I have a propensity for pretty women. I have a
Young girls.
propensity for women that are smart because intelligence.
Or they?
is
How
sexy.
could you call them smart and be married to you?
You took the words out of my mouth.
She still calls me. She's married to a North Carolinian now, originally out of Buffalo.
Mary
He's a
said you're a
psychiatric-
pedophile.
He's. I don't give a fuck what Mary said. I'd like to stick. I'd like the sticker like Abner Louima. She should just go off and shut the fuck up. The wife married, my ex-wife, she married a man from South Carolina who is a male psychiatric nurse, which is good because she became bipolar when she was pregnant with Jonathan. Although that whole bipolar thing is sort
Mary
of worn
said,
off.
"Well, Mary said they don't.
We
have
don't
a
care what
propensity-
Mary said.
She
Fuck
said they
Mary.
Don't have
She's
a
a
propensity
cunt.
for good. They don't have a propensity for good-looking men.
Mary's
So
a
she
cunt.
said-
I don't give a shit
Now,
what
let me-
Mary
did
has
we-
to say.
Did we find out
Look,
where the
J.
word
King.
cunt started?
J. King,
Did we
I'm
find-
I'm not different from you.
You're like, how are you not different from me?
Well, there's a lot of things that we are different about, but there's a lot of things that are parallel.
Tell me one.
Now, I don't know because you don't talk about women, so I don't know what you're looking for. I think it's been a long time. I don't know why. I mean, use it while you can. Why waste it?
Are you in his bedroom at night? Oh, we're looking through the windows and shit.
I know what he talks about, what he
How
doesn't
the
talk.
fuck you know? Maybe he just don't talk about his personal life.
Well, how the fuck does he know? He doesn't know any more than I do. What the fuck?
Just because
Go
he
ahead,
ain't
think
over
that.
here.
Go ahead, think that. No. You
obsessed
think
over-
that one through. You think that one through while you're standing there going, "Oh, Jay, oh, Jay, look, oh, I'm so happy you found something." You're doing the same thing.
Obsessing about young fucking.
You're doing the same thing.
Oh no, I get pussy a lot. I get pussy all the time. So that's good.
That shit was funny, motherfucker.
But
Oh,
Okay.
Jay!
but
That's what you are. If you turned off the volume, it would look like a porpoise. Oh, Jay. Oh, Jay. So wonderful you are. See, you're not consistent.
I'm just saying
You're not consistent,
he doesn't talk
and you're
about
not
it
honest.
like you
You're
do.
not honest, Dre. You're
How am I
not
not
consistent, and you're not
I'm
honest.
consistent. I'm honest. I ain't got shit to lie
If you
about.
were honest, you would say, "Yeah, you're right. It's the same thing."
Yeah, right about what?
Why do you believe what Jay just made a claim about my girlfriend from when I was working at the university? Why does Jay make that claim? He can't. Any more than you could. Any more than you could know what you don't know. But you pretend that you do. And when Jay knows what he knows, oh, Jay, very good. You know, you're like the big retard on the show.
I laugh because it was goddamn lie.
You know, I like you, Dre, but you've got your comeuppance coming because you're so full of shit. Playing the little pretty boy, playing the little pretty boy thing. You sit there and like butter would melt in your mouth. Oh, I'm so cute. Oh, I used to do the fancy dance.
What the
You know
fuck?
exactly what you know what you
What
do.
the fuck are you
You're
talking
not
about?
honest. You're not being honest.
I am honest. What? How am I not being honest?
Come on, you're on the backside of your life. You're sliding towards death. Things are starting not to work, and it scares you. Come on, what's going on with this hair?
Scares me?
Yeah,
No, it don't scare me.
and I know that's not your real hair. Go ahead and claim that it is.
Stay out of it, Jay.
That's my motherfucking hair. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's not your real hair. We know it. Everybody knows it.
What the fuck is wrong with him?
Why is
Stay
there
out of
something wrong with? Why is there something wrong with me all of a sudden?
Because if
Stay
you
out
think
of
my
it,
hair
Jay.
is not real. You're out your fucking mind.
Before I get
I
out
don't
of here,
think it's. I don't think it's real.
Before I get out of here, I gotta
Really?
tell y'all something.
Okay.
Something very scary happened to me on Saturday.
Oh wow.
I'm in the bed. I'm going to bed, going to sleep. I get a text. I'm gonna read it to you. It's from Joseph Burnley. Crash detected. SOS. I called emergency services from this approximate location after iPhone detected a crash. You are receiving this message because I have listed you as an emergency contact.
Damn.
Then there's a map. I click the map. It shows me where the crash is, and it gives me directions. So I get out of bed. I put my clothes on, and I drive to where the crash is. There's no cars. There's nothing. I'm worried because, and I'm calling Kente. I call him once, and the phone is ringing, ringing, ringing. Then I call again, and it's going straight to voicemail, going straight to voicemail, going straight to voicemail. So yesterday morning, I called Dale Burney. I tell Dale what happened, and Dale says, I'm going to call his sister. So Dale calls his sister, and we find out that he doesn't have his phone, that he lost his phone. So somebody was using his phone or trying to, and pressed a button that started the SOS, and I'm on his emergency contact. It scared the shit out of me because that night, because now I'm tripping. I'm like, what is going on? You know, and I'm every hour or so I'm calling Kente's number. I'm waking up in the middle of the night. You know, I wake up at 12 o'clock. I call. It just goes straight to voicemail. I go back to sleep. 1 o'clock, I do it.
Yeah, thank God he's okay.
So we find out that somebody else has his phone. I haven't talked to Kente, but Mary said that OAJ is mad that he don't have any hair, and that's why he's mad at your hair, Dr. Dre.
Yep, that's what it is.
And anyway, make sure that you guys that you have a emergency contact in your phone. That if something happened to you, that your
the
phone.
one angry Jew had hair.
You had
you
hair,
did.
motherfucker. You ain't got
Yeah, I had hair.
I had hair
What?
too. A whole lot of it.
I was 22.
I'll show you my album.
That was in
cover, number
Caracas.
22.
That was in Caracas. That was in Caracas. That was in Caracas for my best friend's wedding.
What do you think happened, OJ? When did it all start falling apart for you?
You know, I had a boss when I was in my 20s who could never pass up an opportunity to go out to eat a good meal. And we ate good meals one after another. I was in sales. We both had money to spend on good food. We could go out fine dining every night. And he never missed an opportunity. And I spent too long with him.
So when did y'all break up?
But that was, no, he's still my best friend.
I'm just joking.
40 some years.
Yeah, but
40
when
some
did it
years.
start? When did everything start falling apart for you? You know, the hair growing out, the coming out, the weight, all that stuff. When did it start happening? When did you notice?
Oh, it started with John Baker, and I think he's dead because I can't get a hold of him. I think he died on me. I hate when that happens. Well, he would be in his 70s, maybe his 80s.
So that's where it started.
I think so.
At least you know where it started.
Yeah.
I know where it started. Now, see, now here's 2000. Here's 2007. Well, no, more like 2008. I still had hair.
You see? Look at that. That's
You was a big dude. You was big.
That's Jonathan. Well, that's Jonathan.
You see that Snitchy take him down and show that's Jay King. That's young Jay King right there.
That's why I said we had a similar. I was good looking when I was young. I know I'm not 25 years old again. I'm not even 40. I'd take 40 back. 40 be good.
That's young Jay King. When we fine.
There you go. You want to see 18-year-old? Those aren't my parents, by the way.
Let me see 18-year-old OAJ. We can't OAJ, we can't see him, but he looked like you, just younger.
You want to see 19-year-old Andre Hines?
Yeah,
No,
let me see that.
because I bet you were doing some gay dance somewhere.
I wasn't doing no
look
gay
at
shit.
you.
That's a
Oh, look at you. Oh, that picture looks like Tina Marie.
You do kind of
as a man.
Dre, I'm gonna tell you right now, you look like a transgender. Put it back up.
Show that
Put it back
picture.
up.
He is.
Put that
Wait a
picture-
minute. You just
Hey,
proved.
put shit
You
back
just
up.
proved that you are. There's something. You know what? I would never show that picture again. That was the wrong
That
picture to
is
show.
all
You look like
over
you
for us,
covered
bro.
your-
You are now.
Hey,
You are now,
you
Drake,
look like
going
you
to
feathered your
suffer
hair.
from 5 months of this.
Like a what?
You will never. It'll be Maybelline and God knows what else.
You look
You are
like you
never
feathered.
going to survive this.
I'm gonna tell you, Dre, you look like this. With a whole bunch of hair, you look like that.
You look like Tina
What
Marie
is that?
as a man.
Sexy thing.
This morning,
Swing, 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 sexy thing.
Badass song.
All right, you guys. I'm gonna
No, play it. Play
I'm
the
a
whole
step-
thing. That was the gayest look I've ever seen on Drake.
Yeah, put it back up, Dre.
Okay.
Show us the picture again. Let's show us the.
That was-
motherfucking 1982.
That was look. That was
Let us
hella
see it.
Let
gay.
us see it again.
Let us see it.
What?
No,
I gotta bring it up. No, I don't give a shit because it was.
Come on, I'm
let
going.
us see it.
I'll go back and get a screenshot.
Woo!
Holy God! Look at that. Oh
Now-
yeah.
now let us-
You
let us see
don't.
the
You
whole
don't look
outfit.
like. You don't look like
Let
a
us see the whole
hairdresser.
outfit. Pull back. Let us
Huh?
see the whole outfit.
My
Pull back.
grandmother would have called you a hairdresser right off, and I think she would have been right.
I ain't no
That nigga said,
motherfucker.
Dre
nah, he
DeBarge.
ain't Bobby DeBarge. That nigga's Tommy DeBarge.
Hold up, I'm gonna show you the whole thing.
Tina Marie.
It was from a poster from an album.
Ooh wee.
What are those shorts you're wearing? What is that? It looks
Not
like who's
It
that gay group YMCA? Did you know YMCA by heart? I think you were doing the YMCA
That's
and you
the
were jumping
album.
around. My name is Dre. Come on, you're never gonna live this down. I can't believe you showed that.
Shit is all. It's out there. It's been out there for years. What are you
It's
talking about?
it's very gay. Just
It's not. No, it's not.
It is. It's very gay.
Nope. And I used to have a beard. See, a
Now,
big
see-
ass beard.
Oh, that's even worse. You know what? I don't even want to.
Fuck you.
I don't even want to go where
Beard.
that looks like you came
Beard.
from.
Nah, you don't want to know nothing.
No. Here, I can show you real pictures. That's a real picture. I don't have some kind of weird mustache going on. There's no, I don't know
that
what's
shit is-
going on back there. What the hell are you showing us?
Pictures, motherfucker. Pictures.
Oh, that was out of Fetish Weekly. Don't
No, it
lie.
wasn't. No, it
We
wasn't.
know. We know. Yes, it was.
Hair.
Not Preacher Jay.
Always had hair. Always had hair. Hair.
Because it's a hairpiece. And now
You're
you've
out of
got
your
gray
fucking
hair.
mind.
Now you've got gray hair, and you're not taking care of your gray hair.
It's that time already. It's about that time, y'all. I got shit to do.
Don't you have any children's pictures?
Now that's
Oh,
hair.
you want to see a picture from when I was in school?
Yeah, I want to see Family Man Dre, not Gay Weekly, Fetish
Fuck
Weekly,
you,
whatever.
man.
That's just too fucking crazy.
Shut up. If I can find it. Let me see. That's my son.
How old is he?
35.
What was
He
coming
looks
out of
like
his
a
head there?
he looks like a he looks like a Hebrew
He does.
boil. He does.
I met you in Vegas. I thought you had a toupee. No, I don't have a toupee. I don't know why you would think I have a toupee.
That's John Beckman's
We know
hair.
why.
Don't hate. That's his shit.
We know why.
That's John Beckman's hair.
So Renee, yeah.
John Beckman's hair is not even his own.
That's his hair.
That's my own.
No, you attached something to it. I don't know how you did it, but it looks good. It looks good.
They're hating on you, JB.
Now I got hair on the phone.
You got a hairy phone? So does Dre. I bet you the whole handle is fucking hairy.
Fuck you, man. What the fuck are you talking about?
I have never come at you, Dre, all this time with all that stuff. But I'll tell you what, you triggered me. You micro triggered me with that photo. You with the out of the Gay Fetish Weekly. That looked like. Come on, you got one in all leather, don't you?
You got. Oh, come on, man. See how you doing me? I thought we were cool, man.
We are cool, but you can't show me that photo and not have me react. You got me all triggered. I'm triggered, Dre.
Why are you yelling?
I don't know. I don't. Yeah, I'm triggered. I'm triggered.
He's triggered, man. You got to understand when the
I
man is
am
triggered.
triggered. I'm triggered.
All right, well, untrigger yourself, Trigger.
You can't untrigger yourself when you've been triggered. That's the whole point of not triggering.
What is that?
Me with an
Is that,
afro.
is that you, Dre?
That's not you with an afro. That's you with about 300 pounds.
Wow, Dre, you were heavy there, man.
I was heavier. Yeah.
What were you eating? What were you eating at the time? What was a typical dinner at the
I
time?
was married and I was eating rich food every fucking day.
There's Ali.
What
Red.
it do, Ali? I'm trying to pitch when I was in school.
Listen, I don't know why everybody makes such a big deal. We're all getting older, and we're all the same age too, except for Reverend Ali. I think he's 10 years younger. You, Dre, I don't know what's going on with you. You've got some real changes going on.
I don't age.
Well, you are going to age. It'll come.
Dre,
It'll
are
come
you
at you.
63 yet?
Yeah, you'll see.
Are you 63, Dre? 61. How old are you, Howard?
62.
I'm 63, and I think you're right. I think Ali's like 51.
Ali's 53 or 52. He's 10 years younger than all of us.
Yeah.
That's why he keeps calling Jay Pops.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna show you
Jay's
this
got
last
some
picture,
age
and I
on
gotta
him.
go. But my mom looks young though. My mom looks very young for her age. My mom is 85, 86.
Wow.
She looks very good.
You know what? Appreciate the time you have with her, man.
Absolutely.
What's going on, Sir Sick-a-Lot?
What's up?
Is that Fred?
What's up?
What to do, fish?
Oh no.
What happened, man? You took off. You took off some
Stop.
time. All your paid time off, huh?
I'm still
Stop.
sick.
Stop the guy in the white coat.
Hours? You using all your sick hours?
No, I'm working. Actually, I'm working from this chair right now.
Oh, you getting busy?
Trying to. Shit.
Oh damn, man! What you didn't ate, man? A goddamn human arm?
God, he
And
looks
I
like a
don't know, man.
millionaire. You look like a
I
millionaire.
went to urgent care yesterday. They said I don't have no bronchitis or no flu.
You're
There you go.
okay?
Just upper respiratory shit.
Yeah, it happens.
You should try smoking.
Oh, please, idiot.
Shit, I gave that
That'll
up
work.
about 35 years ago, John.
I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Hey, Dre, I see
One
that
last picture, Howard. Me and my wife, my ex-wife.
Why'd you divorce her?
He divorced
She
him
divorced me.
Why'd she
Wow.
divorce you?
I don't
because
know.
he wasn't hitting right no more.
Dre, you still
I'm
playing
always
bass?
hitting. Huh?
Did she see?
You
Wait a
still
minute.
play
Did
bass?
she see that?
Hell
Did
yeah.
she see that picture of you in leather?
Yeah, he wasn't hitting right no more.
She's very pretty.
Nah, she looked like she went and found her. She looked devious.
You stupid, man. Stop.
She do. I mean, she
No,
was
she
with
don't.
you,
She's
but
very
she had
sweet.
she
She's a
had
very
that
sweet
devious
lady. Very
that
sweet.
devious look, man. She looked like she gonna run off. She got one of them run off looks.
That's when we went to the Grammys and shit and all that
I
dumb
Wow.
bet.
shit.
Any girl I see that look like she got a run off look, I don't even worry about it no
Your
more.
runoff look. You gotta have a runoff
Yeah.
look. I don't know
Them
what a
girls
runoff
be
look
tripping,
is.
man.
So I'm gonna give you 19 years younger than me. And that was my first.
By the way,
wife.
it's younger
I've
than
only
I.
had one wife. I've only had one wife.
That's her? Ah.
Yeah.
How long ago was that picture
Very
taken?
good. Very good.
Oh, that was 2006.
So 20 years ago? 19? Yeah.
19 years ago. The only time I remember the time too. Only time I didn't use a condom. I got Jonathan.
Wow.
Oh, that's
That's
Jonathan's mom?
Yeah, that's Jonathan's mother.
Okay. But now she's like, you guys don't talk anymore?
No, she calls me every day. She tells me how her husband doesn't know how to do anything, and she calls me to find out how to do shit. She's on her way to America. She's gonna go, I don't know, do what. I think she's gonna be surprised about America, but who
She's going
knows?
to America to get her a dick. It's an earthquake right now.
She's going to America. She's going to America. I don't know. Listen, I still think her brother. I'm sorry, her sister,
Y'all
who
just feel
used to
that
be.
earthquake?
Wait. Let me see if I can finish this. Her sister, who used to be her brother. Follow that. Okay. Is dealing drugs again because she's fucking stupid. They cut her. They kept her dick, but they didn't keep the brains.
You want to see the?
Drop, cover, hold on. Protect yourself. Bust shape alert.
What is that? That's happening right now?
Yeah, it's an earthquake.
God damn.
Where? Where's there an earthquake? California?
I just felt
California.
I just felt it just now. It said earthquake detect. Drop, cover, hold on, protect yourself.
Cover
I just heard
those
that,
balls,
I just
Trey.
heard that beep. That was an earthquake?
Yeah.
Shut up. Y'all want to
Cover those balls, Trey.
I'm gonna send
I'm
one
in
last thing and then
I'm
I'm
in
gonna
San
go.
Diego.
This
So-
right here, this picture right here, is my oldest daughter and my middle daughter, and this is my granddaughter right here, which is her daughter, and this is my other granddaughter, which is her daughter. Isn't that shit crazy? They gave me themselves again, same year apart and every damn thing.
What's
Wow.
crazy about it? That's the
Is
way
this-
it goes.
But yeah.
So here's,
Oh, I found it.
Here's Donna and I when we met.
Oh, that's nice. Man, Donna,
Yeah.
beautiful, man. Look at that.
Damn.
Look at John. He had the same hair. Look.
Yeah, see?
First of all, Chief Inglewood should learn how to spell chief before he starts asking me about why I'm worried about Dre's balls.
Yeah, why you worrying about my balls?
You see
Somebody's
that,
got to worry about everything with you. 6.0
Ali? You see that
earthquake.
shirt right there?
Where? Where's the earthquake?
That shirt right there is a Magic 32 shirt. Magic Johnson 32.
Does that make your dick bigger?
Yes, it does.
All right. Oh, AJ, this is what you asked for. There it is.
Is that Little Dre?
Yep.
Before he got into the leather crowd and started doing the dancey dance
I
weird
was
shit.
sharp. I stay sharp.
Okay. All right.
Oh yeah, here's a good picture. Me and my oldest daughter. That was about 20 years ago.
You look
All
like
right, I
Fat
got it.
Albert. You look like a young Fat Albert in
I'm
that
not no
photo.
fucking Fat Albert. No,
I think you were fat.
I was not fat. I was not.
You were.
It was just the way I was sitting. It was not. I wasn't fat. I only been fat
Is that
for a
right?
little bit. I was only fat for a small period of time.
All right, Dre. I'll give you
I'm
my baby picture. Okay, you like that?
That little Howard. Wow, you were a skinny kid.
Yeah.
Your dad like an insurance salesman.
I work for the government, Forest Service.
Wow. Very good. All right, y'all. I'm out. I gotta
All
go.
right, y'all. Where you going?
Got work to do,
You're
man.
gonna go. You're gonna go put that leather stuff on again, lay in bed and
I
reminisce,
got work
aren't
to
you?
do, man. I got work to do.
You got work to do. You
Got
got a
work.
lot of memory cleaning that you got to do. You gotta wipe that photo out of our
Shut the
head.
fuck up, man.
I can't. That
I'm out.
photo's got me
I'm
all.
out.
That photo's got me discombobulated. I'm sorry. Even Jay King left. Jay King is gone. He saw that photo. He fucking ran in the other direction. That's terrible.
They say it was a 6.0.
Where was
Well,
that, Ali?
That's about what hit Bangkok. Was about
Yeah.
a 6.6.
It said about 2 miles from the San Diego Estates.
Did you feel it, Ali?
Yeah. I was finna drop cover and hold on in a minute because I didn't know if it was gonna keep going. You know, I don't panic and shit. You know, unless it get to shaking, and then I said, "Oh shit!" Now, oh goddamn, you gotta grab your keys. Shit. They say don't run outside, but I ain't gonna stay in no building that's gonna fall all over me.
Why would it fall? I thought everything's built to be earthquake proof.
Man, these motherfuckers ain't built shit right in California, man. A lot of them just threw shit up in 2 weeks.
And by the way, somebody get that white Fred back on here. Douchebag, but he is. I'll show you this photo. That's from 1999.
Oh, that's in the one. Oh, so that's one of those cockpits that you just put over your head, like you roll it.
That's a Tiger. That's a Grumman Tiger. I love flying that airplane.
So why don't you fly anymore? You just don't want to, or?
Well, I got cataracts #1. That's a killer right there. And I don't have a certificate from Thailand. I have one from the USA.
So what would it take to get one from Thailand?
I'd have to go do a number of hours and pass their flight test, which I'm sure I can do. I've got more experience than.
And how much would that cost you, though? What does that cost you?
It's expensive now. Very expensive to fly. It's over 200. The ultralights that I see with a fixed wing and a thing you can sit in, propeller behind you, they're over $200 an hour to fly.
Wow.
And I could get a 172 back in the 1990s for $68 an hour.
Wow, that's 200. Wow.
Well, everything's going up, but everything's
Yeah.
going way up.
Yeah.
You know what I do
And
when things go up? You know what I do when things go up?
you
What do you
knock them
do?
over so they
I
go
stop
down.
buying. I just stopped buying and just wait.
Ali, I went the other day. I went to Wendy's. Donna said, "Go to Wendy's, pick up 2 cheeseburger plain and a French fry, and I think I had a chicken wrap sandwich,
Yeah,
like a Caesar's wrap sandwich.
yeah,
It was $32. I
right.
mean, these prices are getting out of control, even at the fast food places.
How
Well, you
can you
gotta
eat?
go.
How can you spend that money? See, I don't
Well,
care how much money
Okay.
you
you
got.
order that shit anyway, though, John. I didn't mean to cut you off, AJ.
No,
Order
I know, but
that shit
but
anyway, John, because In and Out, you can go to In and Out, you spend like $13, $15 for that what you just got.
Used to
I
be
should.
$8.
You
But
go
I
to
remember the day.
go to Five Guys.
I remember
Five
the day
Guys.
when I was a limo driver and I said, "Man, I'm hungry." I would spend $1.50 for 2 cheeseburgers, French fries, and maybe a small Diet Coke while I'm on the run, and it would be like $2.
Did you
You know
fight with the
Well,
people
you
working
probably
there
better.
about ketchup?
what's that?
Did you fight with the people working there like ketchup? I remember I went to the drive-thru at McDonald's. I bought the dollar cheeseburgers. I must have purchased 6 or 7 of them. Got French fries for Jonathan, and the girl that was handing out, taking the money, she gave me 3 ketchup packets. When I said, I've got 6 hamburgers and lots of French fries. How much do you think those ketchup packets are going to last with the boy back there eating the French fries? And she got fucking angry at me like it was her fucking ketchup.
So she didn't give you any more?
Oh, no. I did get more, but I don't think they fired her. But I tried to get her fired because she was a real stupid.
No, I mean, these fast foods are out of control now.
No, man.
You would have thought she bought. You would have thought she bought the ketchup. That it was her ketchup.
They don't care. That's her. That might have been her only job. She might have been there 10 years. She's a McDonald Macadocia.
Nah, she was 17 or 18 years old. She was
That's what I'm saying. People think they own shit when they get a job. You don't know that?
By the way, here's 2001.
You
Right
look like
after,
You
right after this.
You look like that motherfucker on Dateline I saw yesterday. Yeah, I saw him on Dateline.
I've never had a problem. See, all
Yeah, but
you
you
people,
look at your hair.
I
You had a
never
full
had
head
a.
of hair there.
No, not really. I mean, it's
That's
gone
what
back.
I get, Daphne. I don't get the meat shit. I don't eat meat. I get the vegetarian shit. So it's
Well, look, I had a fish. I'm holding a fish for you. What do you want?
I ain't talking about you and the fish, nigga. You look like that motherfucker they had on
Oh, you
Dateline the other
look
night.
somewhat reasonable back then.
Well, I guess I was reasonable back then. I'm unreasonable now. Why not?
What do they call that hairline? That's something that is it a crow's nest or what do they
I
call
don't
that
know.
thing?
I don't know, but she cut too much off the top, so I'll let it grow out. It'll be fine.
Hey, Fishlot, can you grow hair?
I don't think so.
You don't? You can't?
It grows in the back. It grows in the back. It don't grow in the front. It's from getting Jerry curls back in the day.
Hey,
Oh.
have you ever tried putting coconut oil on your head since it's been like that?
Hell no.
Man, coconut oil opened up your hair follicles.
Oh man, fuck that.
All right, well, fuck it then. Stay bald then,
I stopped going to my barber like 15 years ago. I was like, fuck this shit.
So you're saving a lot of money.
I ain't mad
Well,
at
how much does
why
a haircut cost from a barber in America now? $25?
I pay
Almost
$60 when I
$50.
go.
You pay $60. Where do you go? Wait a minute. Get
Well,
Dre back here. Get
hold on,
Dre
time
back
out.
here with
Time
the
out.
gay look.
Hold on, time out. Let me tell you where I go. It's called Gents. It's like a gentleman's. It's called Gents. And
They should rename. They should rename that barbershop to Chumps.
Hold on, but when I walk in, I get a beer, and then while I'm waiting
everywhere you go, somebody hands you a beer. Is that normal? Or just
you get
for
a beer, or you could have wine if you were a wine drinker. But then as you're getting your hair cut, you can have another beer, and they wash your hair, and then they do all that fancy shit, and then they cut your hair nicely, and then.
So why don't you go to a place that
I did. I used to go to Sports Clips, and that was like $20.
How much did they charge?
$25, $30.
How much did they charge you?
$25 to $25, $30.
What year are we talking about?
Right now. But my wife found this place for me, and I like it, so that's why I pay $60.
What makes a haircut worth $60?
Nothing. But it is what it is. I like the environment. I like the atmosphere.
Oh, here you go. Okay. This little girl, and bring back Jake King because I said little girl. This little girl's going to show up at my door after my ex-wife goes to America. I guarantee it. She's going to show up at my door because grandma's going to be up to something, and Ole, who is her brother originally, who became her sister, is going to get pinched and put back in jail for selling dope. There you go.
Wow.
And that's Juan D. That's the current girlfriend.
Juan D. Okay.
Juan D means sweet. It means sweet good.
And that's her daughter, obviously.
No. That's we're not related to her. That's Ida, but Ida's father is I think he's relaxing in a Lao prison at the moment for selling drugs. Her mother is wicked smart, but she's now fucking crazy because she tasted too much of her wares that she was selling ultimately to the police. So that little girl, and I'll do it again. That little girl was born in prison and lived in a women's prison up until about 10 months. When grandma came to visit, bad grandma came to visit, and they took all the paperwork and handed her over to grandma, who made a run for Bangkok to my ex-wife. That's how that came about. And I have a feeling she's going to end up at my door one day because everything's going to implode up north because they're all fucktards. I can tell you stories. You haven't heard any of the good stories.
Okay, we had enough
today. I have murder. I have murder in my
Nicole,
story.
mute that motherfucker.
Two murders. I got murders. I've got flim flam men. I have it all. Oh, would you like a cup of coffee, Howard? Oh, I think I would. Time for what the hell? There you go. Does that glass look big? It's not. But I gotta get some
let his
water.
ass keep going. He's the only one talking. Let him keep going with this crazy.
Where did Beckman go? What happened to Beckman?
Could you imagine, Ali, if this guy were on drugs? This is his normal state of mind.
That's correct. That's correct. You're absolutely right.
He's a dope fiend. Can't you tell?
I don't need drugs to be interesting. I don't need drugs to tell good stories.
You need something.
Well, you should. I think you should understand. I haven't figured out yet if adjusting my chair has made so much of a difference, or the fact that I've been lightly taking marijuana to fall asleep.
He's a coochie fiend. He addicted to
seems
coochie.
To be working.
He been addicted to coochie, and he can't get away
Oh,
from it.
when are you? Wait a minute. You're not addicted to it?
No. I ain't
When's the
never
last time
addicted.
you? When's the last time you had any? What are you, vegetarian
That
coochie?
ain't none of your business, but I ain't addicted to it.
I think you like vegetarian coochie.
It don't matter. I know you addicted to it. I can tell. You got your neck.
No, you're wrong. I'm not addicted to it.
You is addicted to it. You're
Oh,
lying
here you
to
go.
yourself.
Here's a picture. Here, look at this picture. That's my wife's brother who sliced his penis open to become a woman. That's Ole.
I bet.
I got stories I don't have to embellish or make up. You would never believe that people actually do the shit that they do here.
Dude burnt out. He said he got a sister-in-law that used to be a brother-in-law.
I have a sister-in-law. Well, I'm not married anymore, so I'm not married to that family.
That's
But
still,
I had a
your sister brother-in-law.
yeah. She sliced her dick like a banana split.
You should have said that when Jay was
They
here.
keep the dick. I don't know why. It's not good.
Jay would like to hear your story about that. Himishi.
Oh, Jay can't handle my stories. Come on, he gets a little bit too triggered by my
You should
story.
have told that Himishi joke that you just told us this now. Did you hear it, John? You didn't hear nothing, John?
Look, I'm not the one that cut. I'm not the one that cut my.
Oh, you got a
I'm not the
contract
one
in,
that.
John?
Yeah.
This motherfucker
Okay,
right
have
here.
a good day. Thank
Hey,
you very
John.
much.
Hey, John, this motherfucker right here just showed us a picture of what looks to be two girls, right? But he said one of them is his wife and the other one is his wife's brother that split his dick.
No,
Shut
no. The one in the picture with Ole is my girlfriend. The one next to her is Ole. Ole, a long time ago, cut that dick in half. They did whatever they did with it, vagina out of it. My ex-wife says it looks pretty good. I don't believe that.
What are these people doing?
They're making boys to be girls and they sending them to
Oh,
America.
man.
This is what
You know, I'm so glad I'm closer to death than birth.
Hey,
I
show
had no
John,
idea.
show John the picture again.
I'm not.
Show John
I
the picture.
have to find it.
Well, why you just had it, motherfucker?
What do you want from me, Oliver?
This world, I don't know what's happened to this world.
Hurry up, man. You're taking too long. Look, John.
So are they're brother and sister, but now they're sisters?
No! Juan D's not related to any of them.
So don't they both look like women, John?
Yeah, but which one's the boy?
On the right.
On the right, the one closest to you.
That's the boy?
This one. This one.
Yeah.
Well, the dick is gone. I don't
Oh,
know what you could call her. Okay, let's put it this way. She got male chromosomes in there. Wandy doesn't have any.
Ain't that a bitch, John?
I don't understand this.
How old do you think Wandy is? How old do you think Wandy is?
Point to Juan D.
35?
Point to Juan D.
35 on the left.
Point to her.
Oh, fuck. That's Wandy.
Okay. So the other one's the boy, John.
OJ Howard, she's on our right as we're looking to her.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's
it,
Wandy. How old do you think how old is she?
35.
She's 46.
46, wow. Doesn't even have a wrinkle.
No, you know what? She buys all this fucking cream. She puts on cream. Then she has another thing she puts on. She puts on 5 layers of fucking stuff. I have to buy all this shit, but I can't complain too much because she looks good.
Yeah. And what's
I mean,
complaining going to get you anyways?
it's not like she's so old she looks like the Crypt Keeper and she's just putting stuff on her face. She looks good, so I don't complain too much. She
And
looks great
complain
naked too. She
and
looks
complain
good naked too.
complaining's not going to get you anywhere.
If I could only get her to be a lesbian, I tell you what, I reach nirvana.
Boy, you need help.
I didn't want to say it. I'm
You
glad
and
you
your
said it.
lips need help, man.
You imagine spending a weekend with this guy, Ollie?
I could fuck with him, but he had to have clothes on.
How do you know I don't have clothes on? Women, what is this towel? What is this towel? It's a fashion statement, obviously.
We don't care, man. I'm just saying you're gonna have to have full clothes on. You hang with me, motherfucker.
Look at his ass.
What was the difference between that picture of me at the beach holding the fish?
Is that Fred? Hey, Fred.
Oh, he thinks he's Colonel whatever from KFC, wearing white. Look at him. Now he's afraid to show himself.
King Crosley.
What's up?
What's going
Take
on?
that
with
king
you, man?
away. Little Lord Fauntleroy in a white suit. Fuck me.
Hey, Fred, are you sleeping?
He called me on Sunday, King Crosley. I thought me and you was family. You know, we cut our fingers and bled and we put it together. What happened, my brother?
So, are we never going to see Kente again because he lost his iPhone 16?
He'll get another one.
He'll get another one, but he won't know how to work it. He'll claim he can't come on for 5 weeks because he's got to figure out how to work the phone.
They'll show him at the phone company.
How's he lose an iPhone 16?
Just like anybody else, like you lost your nuts.
My nuts are still there.
No, I think you lost them.
Well,
I think Juan D and that Juan boy you got on that picture did something to your balls, boy.
Olay is a drug addict, and she sells drugs. Usually to police. Usually she sells them to policemen.
I bet.
So she doesn't stay on the streets too long.
I bet. She'd be up in there getting ran up in, huh?
I don't know. Let me tell you what's unnerving. Let me tell you what's unnerving about the Katoys here. Unless they got the vocal cords taken care of, which most of them don't. This is the way it goes. You're in your house. You're sitting at your desk like I am now. This is going back it's going back about 18 years. You're sitting at your desk, and Olay comes over to visit, see the baby. She brings with her another split dick, whatever.
Hey, Rob,
and what you hear,
I'm working
and
at
what
home
you
today.
hear,
I'm still sick.
and what you hear is this. You hear women talking in the background, lightly, and then all of a sudden, it's perforated by this. Hate you! It's been unnerving.
Well, you know, some of your stories is whack, OAJ.
All my stories are accurate. You wouldn't think I could come up with stories like that, yet I can. Hmm. You're not holding up the conversation, Ali. Where'd you go? Gonna eat some of that fake cheese or whatever it is. Jesus God. Where'd Jay King go?
He got shit to do.
He started all this stuff and he ran away, leaving me with you.
Where you at, Fred? I can't even see you.
Fred's wearing a white suit. Now he doesn't want to show everybody because I made a big deal out of it.
Fred, are you still sick too?
No, he's wearing a white suit. He's trying to look like Colonel Sanders. A black Colonel Sanders.
And you done ran everybody off, OAJ.
I ran nobody off. All of you stick around to hear what I'm going to say.
You ran off Dre. You ran off.
No. Dre ran himself off with that I don't know, with that mustache and the thin whatever it was.
You talked about him, so he ran off.
Why do you suppose that is?
Well,
I'm always quiet when he's on.
You ran Jay off, and he was listening to you mostly early this morning when you started on your rampage.
What rampage would that be?
Oh, that pussy rampage you was talking about.
There's nothing wrong with pussy. I don't understand what's wrong with all of you. Have you forgotten? You know what? Maybe it's low T.
Low T.
Low T. I think I got low T. I need to get my
this is my low T right here. Some of that turmeric for that ass.
Testosterone, not turmeric.
This is nuts, man. That's what this is.
You buy all this shit in small bottles. How much did that bottle cost you?
$2.
Bullshit.
No, it's $2.
It's organic.
It's $2.
Turmeric. It's a juice shot.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you've been juiced?
No, because I know it's real turmeric.
Turmeric. It's not turmeric.
Nigga, we say turmeric in California, motherfucker.
Well, I don't know what the fuck you say in California, but I'm reading it. There's no M before the R. The R is before the M.
These nuts, nigga.
Well, these nuts, whatever. Okay, you can go show everybody like Dre did, and then you can run off.
I ain't got to show nobody shit, nigga. I'll just tell you, nigga, these nuts, because you look like your chair is sitting on some nuts. Nigga, you naked motherfucker.
How do you know I'm naked?
Nigga, you know you naked. You's a balls guy. That's all you look. You one of them great balls of fire, motherfucker.
Did you hear the sound of a scrotal sack being peeled away from Naugahyde, from leather? I don't think you did. Why is Fish-a-Lot's going to choke on his own saliva if he's not careful? I don't know why he's laughing.
That's how he got sick, choking on his own saliva. If he had any hair on his head, he might have not got too cold and he might have made it through.
He's too white to have no hair on his head, though.
I think he got sick on purpose, just so he knew what he was going to be able to do right now. Because he looks smart.
Which is doing what?
Working from home.
Look at you drinking your little tiny bottle of turmeric.
Mm-hmm.
What's that doing for you? You know what a Myers cocktail is?
That's good, man.
How about a Myers cocktail? Do you know what that is?
Boy, that's good.
Oh yeah, that's great.
This shit got black pepper, coconut water, turmeric, and lemon juice.
I got coconut water. You know what's in my coconut water? Fucking coconut.
Well, that's good. I like a mix.
No black pepper. Who would mix black pepper and
black pepper and turmeric makes everything good inside your body. It fights inflammation.
How? How does it do that? Tell me.
What you mean? How?
How does it do that?
It's the liquid form that recognizes inflammation when it goes into your body.
It recognizes inflammation. How about not having any inflammation that makes you need to take turmeric?
That's why you take the turmeric, so it get rid of the inflammation.
It's not turmeric like a tumor. It's turmeric.
Hey man, we don't listen to the naked guy, okay?
Well, whether or not, okay, you have listened to naked people before. You just don't know it.
No, I haven't.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't. I listen to naked girls, but not naked
No,
people.
I don't think you care about that anymore.
But no,
You act like you're 73 years old.
I am.
No, you're
See?
50 something.
See, look at that. 73,
Look at
man.
what?
73.
You look like Mel Gibson.
I am.
Please do not put your government on the camera.
Shut up, girl. I ain't worried about nobody. They come over here. I got a big ass bazooka and a machete.
But he's got a small dick. They're not going to be scared, Ali.
We're not worried about all that. Why are you worried about?
I don't see you taking anything to make your dick bigger.
If
you're all worried about that inflammation, you ought to be worried about the inflammation where it counts.
On mute, Nicole. Shit, this motherfucker over here playing with men's dicks on the camera. You got to get rid of that faggot. You know what I'm saying? He sitting up in here taunting men, looking at man's bulges while we at the radio station. What's wrong with him? Look at him. Take that nigga back to the bag.
You're not at a radio station.
I'm watching
You're
on TV.
You're in your house.
They're doing
You're
coverage
in your
on
house.
the San Diego County earthquake.
Yeah.
You're not in a radio station, Ali.
Shut up, nigga. Damn. Won't you go?
You're on the internet. You're on the internet. Don't make it into Don't make it into what it's not. You're on the internet.
Go get some coochie, man. Go ahead. Leave us alone.
Actually, I'm thinking of meeting a Madagascar woman.
Well, good.
A lot of women here from Madagascar.
Go ahead, man.
They've got that Indian, Southeast Asian influence in them.
Ali, it says the earthquake was centered at Julian. Where's Julian?
About 25 minutes away from here.
It's only 3.3.
No, it says 5.2 on the TV here, but it says by Julian.
Yeah, that's where it was centered.
Oh, wait a minute. Are they confused?
6.0 on the internet.
Maybe it's a man by the name of Julian.
No, that's an area where they call black man bubbas.
Bubbas?
That's right.
You call black people bubbas?
That's what they do in Julian.
Is that what you do?
Hey, Ali, is that where the casinos are? Out by Julian?
Well, Ali drives through Julian.
They got one out there.
You drive through Julian.
Ali. Motherfucker, we ain't talking
when
about.
You drive through Julian, do you call the black people there bubbas?
We talk about casinos, not pussy holes.
No, what if you get a black cop that pulls you over? You look at him and go, "Hey, Bubba!"
God damn it! Don't you know where to mute this motherfucker? And don't bring him back. Hold on for a minute, nigga. Damn. Get that nigga like 4 minutes.
You said 5 minutes. You said no more. I mean, excuse me, 5 seconds. 5 seconds.
No, I ain't never said 5 seconds. This nigga's fucking up. You can't take him out and bring him right back. He's fucking up. That's not a punishment. It's like you stopped giving him some coochie, and then a minute later you giving him some coochie. God damn.
Go on, Nicole. Take him out. Take him out.
Why would I take him out?
Because I said so. That's why.
He's on mute now.
Who is? He put himself on mute.
What you want, man? Won't you go play with somebody else?
He's trying to stay hydrated.
Take him out.
Let
Take
the
him
man
out.
drink his water.
Man, OAJ, you get
just because you think I said stop the colonel from wearing white. There's a king there in the front. Don't forget, Ollie.
If it was my show, you wouldn't have to be on without a
Well,
shirt.
it's not your show, obviously. We know that.
Yeah, you couldn't be on my show.
It's not your show.
Jay King got a lot of tolerance.
It'll never be your show.
You know what?
Never.
Jay King
he's in
likes
succession
the fact.
to take over.
Jay
he
likes the
retires.
fact that I'm back.
Look, man, if Jay King
Look at his
retires, he's gonna
face.
get the
Look
station
at
to
Jay
me,
King.
motherfucker.
Look at Jay King's face. When Jay King said, "Oh, he's back," whatever. Jay King had this big ass smile on his face. He can't hide it. Here, this shot's for you, Ali. This one. And I just cleaned the boiler on here too.
Hey, check this out, man. Keep my name
out
in
what?
memory. Keep my name in memory out your motherfucking mindset.
Oh, cry to Jay.
Don't say nothing. Don't even act like nigga. Nicole. This motherfucker.
Nicole, put him backstage with me so we can talk.
Ass in the back.
Now look, now y'all say let y'all fight, let the men
No,
fight.
we ain't want to fight with no
Don't
niggas.
get in
Nicole. Nicole.
No, he wants a woman to fight for.
I'm gonna
Obviously.
call my pop right now. Call this motherfucker.
Wait a minute.
Let me call Pop. This Nicole motherfucker.
Cuddles.
She got naked motherfuckers.
He
on
obviously wants a woman to fight for him.
Lathers
By the way,
this everybody
is for you,
don't
Ali.
have no shirt when they don't want a shirt.
How's that look? How's that look,
Ali?
Ali? This is for you.
Why you keep letting this faggot call my name, Nicole?
I can't stop him from calling your name.
Mute the motherfucker.
Ali. Ali.
Howard.
Ali.
Howard.
Nicole.
Howard.
God
calm
damn.
down. Enjoy your
Put him in the back, nigga.
I don't have like valid reason to put him in the back. Who else is holding a topic right now?
Your ass gonna get fired by the night. That's
Cuddles,
all right.
I get fired daily. We can make a topic about how many times I get fired.
We call Pop.
Cuddles, do you have a topic other than calling Lathers?
Yeah, fired. Let's talk about motherfuckers getting fired.
King Fred. King Fred.
How many
King Fred,
times
do you
your
have a
ass got
topic?
fired in your life? Huh? Talk to me about it.
I want to say I've been fired like 3 times in my life.
Okay, well, it's gonna be a 4th coming up. You finna break.
My God.
Yeah.
What'd you get fired for, Snitchy?
Yeah.
They sold the company to it was tech companies I was working for, startups, and then they would turn around and sell the company to a bigger company or a different company, and then they lay off the people from the company.
That's not. But
acquired.
that's not getting fired. That's getting laid
Sir,
off.
I lost my job, sir.
That's getting laid off. That's not getting fired.
Yeah,
When you
but
get
I didn't get to continue on with the company.
No, when you get fired, you get terminated. You did
Yeah.
something wrong, right?
Okay, so laid off is a form of being terminated.
Yeah,
Not
but just
necessarily is it doing something wrong. You can be laid off for lots of reasons.
But terminated nonetheless. That's what they put on your paperwork.
It's called you don't get money. They don't send you money anymore. I think that's pretty clear.
Yeah, that feels like
They
fired
send
to
you-
me.
Did they send you money? No, they didn't send me any money. Well, then you're fired.
I think the difference in laid off, that form of termination is you get to claim unemployment.
Well,
Of
no.
which-
If you're
of which I did.
fired, you get to claim unemployment too, unless you got somebody like me taking care of the business. See, one of my customers, because I told him what one of his employees was doing, she was working on his time for 4 or 5 different clients, and I recorded everything she did. His computers, she's using his computers, but she's working for clients on his time. So when he fired her, she applied for unemployment insurance. And then I gave him all the evidence he needed to prove that she was violating so many of his work rules that they didn't give her unemployment. They denied her.
That's fucked up. They tried to do that shit to me, but I wore their ass out at the motherfucking appeals.
Yeah, well, the problem was I had hard proof what she was doing. Time stamped everything.
Yeah, they was hard lying on me, and they lied so much that I know that when they see me in the future, them motherfuckers gonna be scared. Because
well, then here's what you do. Well, then here's what you do. You don't do that because you're not working anymore.
I don't need to do anything, motherfucker.
But here's what you should have done.
I'm not taking no advice from a naked man. Go put a shirt on, then maybe we could talk.
Isn't Jesus naked under the robes?
I don't believe in that book, man. Go put a shirt on. Get your ass in there, fucking with me, nigga. Don't give me no advice, naked motherfucker.
I'll pull my ball sack off the leather chair. It'll be a sound you've never heard. It'll be a sound you've never heard before.
I will mute you, Howard, if I hear anything that sounds. Yeah, straight up.
How do you know, Nicole, what a ball sack sounds like when you rip it from a leather chair?
Sound that I can't identify fast enough coming from your side.
Well,
you get muted.
She do got a big old ball in her hand though, so she.
But excuse you, this is a microphone. What's wrong with y'all?
Looks
like a ball to me.
I didn't.
Looks like a ball to me too.
I didn't create the design.
Looks like you got ball. Well, it's called a snow. It's called a snow ball.
That's a big old cow ball right there. That's a cow.
That's a good microphone.
Nutters.
It's a good microphone, but
she's cows nutters.
It's a good microphone.
Talk to them.
It's a good microphone, but she's using it incorrectly.
Look, I looked into what you were telling me to look into.
And
couldn't find the particular thing.
Man,
I was like,
"How you got this naked motherfucker all?"
Because Lathers.
I told you what to do.
Our brother Alvin on here with no shirt.
Lathers don't want this nigga on here naked.
He let Fred on here with no shirt.
You know what, Nicole?
We have seen worse things than Fred.
You want to see him naked? You looking for a ball shot?
No, I'm not looking. No,
I understand now, Nicole.
No, I don't know. No.
Go ahead and get your porn cam on.
Yeah.
You don't have a chance
right now, but I'm not.
You don't have a chance at a ball shot. Not yet.
You thank goodness for you.
Why is that thank goodness for me? They're my
because
balls.
that would be the last shot that would get on this camera if you even thought to do that. You bum.
You have been staring at my sausage for how long now?
Sir.
She's a sausage looking sauce in your direction.
Do I need to go get my sausage, Nicole? Nicole, do I need to get my sausage or not?
I beg your pardon. To our brother Gary, he says George Jetson was fired too many times on Spacely Sprockets. Mr. Spacely kept on rehiring him again. Yes. And I feel like that here on the J King Network.
You do? What?
Yes.
Who do you feel that about?
I get fired practically daily. And you buckets, this Saturday is third Saturday. Special.
Are you employed?
No shit.
Are you employed?
Why you worried about my employment?
We know what goddamn time.
Well, you can't be fired if you're not employed.
Yes,
you can't be fired if you're not employed.
Hey, check this out, OAJ.
Volunteers can even be
unless you put a shirt on. You understand? Go get you a shirt. You red.
How do you know I'm wearing pants? How do you know I'm wearing pants?
Don't say shit to me. I'm going on mute then, you red lip Jew.
Wow. Okay. You go put yourself on mute and play with your nipples all you want.
Can we survive 5 more minutes and we will have completed our hour for the wonderfuls? If we get
What is it? Is it a job?
It's a job. Yes.
I could do an hour with nobody else around.
Yes, I know. You miss Plankton, don't you? He'll be back. He's going to get another phone, and he'll be back.
He's never going to figure out. He's going to get an iPhone 17, and we'll have to wait 3 months for him to figure it out.
But we know that he's determined. He will make his way back. That's what we
Oh,
do.
he's determined.
It wasn't.
How did he lose?
You
How
said
did
he
he
would
lose
never
an
get
iPhone?
here.
Wait. How did he lose an iPhone 16?
You put a phone down. It's just a phone. And who cares what it's called? It's a phone.
Okay. This phone is 5 years old now. I've got the oldest phone in the condo.
And he put it down, and someone picked it up. I'm just glad, he
That's
wasn't
when you take a meat cleaver and you cut their fucking fingertips off.
Wow. King Fred, can we help
Yeah,
you?
right.
Can we help you? Are you all right?
No, you can't help me.
No, he's wearing a white shirt and he thinks he's Colonel, whatever.
So let me clear this up for you, Howard. He was wearing a jacket. He had a salmon color shirt underneath. He was not wearing all white.
It's hot.
Were you put here to defend Fred?
Yeah,
No.
why you got to
I
say
just like-
salmon color?
Yeah, what's going on with salmon?
Coral.
That's not a color.
Should
That's
I
a
say coral?
that's a
I
fish.
just wondering why you got to put a fish on it. Yeah,
Should I say coral?
you motherfuckers trying to kill a nigga with mercury.
First of all, he wasn't wearing anything with salmon. It wasn't wearing anything that
Back
color.
in the archives, Howard. And while you're at
wearing
it,
all
clean your
white.
glasses. Clean your
He's
glasses.
wearing all white.
He was not wearing all white. His shirt was not white. Only his
Looked like
jacket and
he
pants.
looked like he just came out of the conclave
And it
for
was
a new
winter
pope.
white. If we're going to get technical about it.
Nicole, you must be hungry or something.
was
It must be
winter white?
lunchtime for you.
No, it was a
This
long
motherfucker
weekend.
Talking about salmon color. Nigga,
His
you
shirt
hungry?
was salmon colored.
Go eat, nigga.
Love you,
Did
Cuddles.
you get my solo email?
No.
So
Not
here's
you.
the thing. You found me. I did see it.
Nicole.
I seen it. I
You
didn't
seen
open
it?
it though. I didn't open it, you bucket.
Why did you open it? What you think it's going to
Because-
explode?
I didn't open it because who's to say what you might send me another day? We're gonna have to come to some agreements before I start opening your email.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't want any funny business from you.
He sent you a dangler before?
Yeah, I don't want one. That's what I don't want in my email.
You want a dangler?
I do not want.
Well, go ask Ali for a dangler if you want a dangler.
He said he has
Don't ask
5 of
me.
Cuddle says he has 5 danglers, which I think is amazing. For many
I got
reasons.
$1,000 dangler I can loan you.
I didn't know anything. I thought you said you had a $35 dangler.
Well, I got 5 different ones, but I got $1,000 discount one for you. It's $1,000 dangler.
You just want to sing. You just want to sing that.
$1,000.
You're not that good of
I
a
dance
singer.
with you. I'm like, I'm not even getting involved.
Your singing Ali scares me.
Well, I'm loving the fact today, Cuddles. Today, the mute song is back. So let me just say this for you. And I'm not
Where
saying
did it go?
It went away for months. It was gone for months.
Why?
It's
Who
back
forgot
on
it?
the 50-second
You
broadcast.
forgot it.
took him
You
50
were in charge of it,
No,
and you forgot
he
it.
refused. He went on strike. It took him 52 broadcasts, but he's
A
back.
song can't go on
I ain't
strike.
Ain't today. Do you hear the applause, the roar of the crowd? That's for you. So tomorrow,
I'm not doing shit tomorrow.
let's get it together. We're
I'm
back.
not getting shit together.
Did you see the joy? Did you see the joy that you evoked in the
No.
Wonderfuls? They were so happy.
I'm not worried about that. That's some bullshit.
No, don't call it that. Call it
That's
something
fake.
else.
That's them fake ratings.
No, they were happy you sang today. So
Hey, you
please,
don't know. You
tomorrow.
don't know. nigga.
I'm looking at. You want me to go
You
get the
ain't in their
comments?
minds.
Hold on, I'll go get the
You ain't
comments.
in
for
their
you.
minds, nigga. You
No, they
always
wrote.
act like
They
you
wrote
know
it.
some
They
shit.
wrote it. No, I can
Check
go
this
get
out.
it.
Check this out. You can't talk to me with earrings on like that, okay?
What's wrong with the earrings? That I'm wearing. What?
They
Okay.
just ain't my kind. You know, you need to back up. You know,
What do
look
you
like-
want her to wear? What do you want her to
You
wear?
mean that's your
Hoopty?
kind?
You want her
They're
to wear
my
hoopty earrings?
You look like a Fred girl today.
You want her to
Fred
wear
girl?
hoopty earrings? What?
I have worn a pair of those on here.
Hoopty?
See, look, here we go. Yay, the mute song.
So what? That's Chocolate Peach.
Here he is.
So what? That's
Yay, Ali
Granny
is
Marie.
singing for us again.
So what?
Oh, Ali, thank you so much.
Oh, that's Janet. That them girls ain't giving up no booty.
I know you did that for me.
No, I ain't did shit for you, Janet.
See?
Nobody's done shit.
Nakia's trying to
Nobody's done.
Stop it.
Nobody's done shit to Janet in
Howard.
quite a long time.
Howard.
She gonna show
You
me
can see.
something from Nakia.
You can see the frustration coming out.
You trying to get a nigga to? I've been working on my running just in case I see Nakia.
Well, I hope to hear you sing tomorrow.
I ain't singing shit tomorrow, nigga. These nuts.
Well, make up a song
Sing
about
what?
them if you want to sing to your
Wait a minute.
nutters.
Sing
Your
what?
nutters. You can sing to them.
No, I'm not singing to them either.
No judgment.
No, you need to sing to that
You
ball.
would let.
Right
You would
there,
let
man.
him.
Go ahead.
You would
sing
let
to that
him.
ball you got.
You would let him
tell you-
sing
I
to
tell you,
his
Cuddles,
balls.
I got an idea for a mute song.
Go. I don't need your idea.
I'll call you and share it with you.
You blocked. You can't call me. I blocked you already, long time ago.
And why well, I don't know. But I sent you the code to the stage for Wild Wednesdays. And now you have both.
You didn't send me to a Honeycomb Hideout Friday.
I did. It's in your email. Go check now.
No, it's not. Look.
Sir.
It's not there. You didn't send me the Honeycomb
Yes,
Hideout.
I did.
Friday. No, you didn't.
You had the Honeycomb Hideout
I didn't
first.
get
It
no
was Wild
Honeycomb Hideout
Wednesdays.
Friday.
Wild Wednesdays is the one you didn't
I didn't
have.
get no Honeycomb Hideout Friday.
Listen to me.
I didn't get no Honeycomb Hideout
It's the
Friday.
same code. It's the same one.
You didn't send it to me. The
I
reminder,
only have to send it once. Go back to your email and click it again. It is the same one.
All the shows have a different code.
Yeah, this is true. Now
It's
hold
the
on.
same one.
Let me see what your bucket is. Let me see, where are you?
These nuts. They the same ones too.
No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't know. Only you know.
Nuts. Doom, doom. Doom, doom, doom,
I sent it to you on Wednesday
nuts.
at 2:57 in the afternoon because you didn't tell me you wanted it. Graham Cracker had to tell me. And I said, oh my God, let me send it to him right now.
No, nigga, I told you on the radio show.
No, Honeycomb
Yes,
Hideout.
I did. That's why your mind is all fucking combottled.
I'm a bit combottled.
You've been talking to OAJ too long.
No. But he
You
did
can't
find me. He
You
found my
can't remember
email.
shit. You keep eating sausages with
I got a
OAJ.
lot on my mind. I got a lot on my
It's
mind.
never too long.
I beg your pardon.
It's never too long. You need to talk about me more.
Talk about you more.
Yes.
Why? What? For what reason?
I'm interesting.
Yeah. But you're not the only interesting person here, Howard.
I'm much more interesting than Ali.
We're not in competition for it. Who's more?
Yes,
interesting.
we are.
No, there's no competition here for that. Cuddles, will you tell Howard we don't have a competition? We don't have any
The
award.
most
We only have the Billy Ray Valentine
The
award.
most interesting thing tonight was Dre with those pencil, whatever he had on his face. It was scary.
Nicole, I think Howard want to hit. You better give up that booty, girl.
So now, here's the thing. It's 11:04.
You gotta give her. You gotta give her the $1,000 dangler.
What is it with you and how many minutes it is after the hour?
I'm just saying, we have to have a topic.
What are you saying?
Come on back out the front, Nicole.
And we're going to continue. We have to have.
We want to see. We want to see.
Oh, you mean
the topic can't be. The topic can't always be naked women.
Oh.
Bring your ass back to the front, Nicole. We want to see what we gonna hit.
No, well, then there you go. You looking at what you're getting right there. You see it?
So Fisher, she got you up here ready to get hit. She gonna let OAJ run all up in you, man. And the hit analysis.
Oh my God. Leave our brother Sufficient out of that.
He's not
poor
paying
man.
attention to you.
He
He's
don't know.
already
He
figured
don't
you
know.
out.
He's on the
he a
phone right
victim.
now.
He don't even know he victim.
Nope, he on the phone right now. He don't even know.
OAJ gonna run all up in him while you on the phone.
No, now.
How do you know he's on the phone?
Don't you see he's on mute and his lips are
Okay,
moving?
now he cool. Now
Well,
he cool.
he could be talking to somebody in the room.
Are you
Yeah,
noticing
we
that?
got
I'm
rid of the
making eye
naked man.
contact.
Thank
He's
you
looking
for getting rid
downward
of the
towards his
naked man.
computer.
Well, I've noticed that he might or might not be wearing pants. Does
Now
that
look,
concern
that's
you?
not our business. As long as he don't get it from that chair.
Why are you laughing? Why'd you laugh when I said that?
Because you always trying to figure out who wearing pants, who not wearing pants.
Well, you can't see below his chest, so he
And I
might
don't want
not
to
be
see
wearing
below. I don't want
pants.
to see below there. Why do I need to see below?
He might not be wearing any pants.
Well, all I'm telling you is if he make a move of any kind and I see anything that don't look like pants.
You didn't do that. You didn't do that for OAJ. But he got his.
I
ass
did.
up.
Yes, I did.
No, you
He
didn't.
could be a
He's
man.
wearing black shorts.
He
Yes,
could
I
be
did.
a
You
man
didn't?
who
What
is
you trying to
attached
say?
to a leather
You trying
chair.
to say Sir Fisher-Lot wearing a diaper?
Well, if he needs such, we don't judge here.
He do look like he got a diaper on though. Ain't
Well, I
gonna
mean,
lie.
Oh yeah, and if
He
Janet
needs
Marie took off
I
her
wear it.
diaper, you wouldn't say a word to her, would you?
She
He
doesn't
knocked
wear a
over his
diaper. Ain't nobody wearing no Pampers on here.
Not
They did.
Pampers.
We don't judge.
Depends.
That nigga
Depends for big women.
Sir Fisher-Lot might be wearing them Huggies.
Stop it.
Depends for big women.
Shit.
Depends for big women. I beg your pardon.
Big ass women like Janet Marie.
Janet Marie ain't fat.
Yeah, she's not at all. And you stop it, Howard.
She ain't fat.
No, not by a long shot.
Mary fat though.
Stop it,
Whoa.
Cuddles.
She got a diaper on.
Cuddles.
That's why she don't want to come around. She can't stop smoking cigarettes and shit.
Oh my God.
Them brown ass teeth. She don't know how to get nothing to get that tartar off.
Cuddles, this is not a topic. Talking about
Snitchy poo. Why don't you shut up? Ain't nobody talking about your ass, nigga.
you always talking about me. Calling me a
Get back
gorilla
in the
bear
back.
mix.
Get in the back.
I am in the back, Cuddles, and you got your haircut too.
Be
By
quiet
the way.
in
It
the
looks
back.
nice. Your haircut looks nice, sir.
Get your ass in the back.
And I like your hat.
These nuts.
I don't. No, thank you.
I got them hats on the way. I'm gonna send you one.
No, I don't. I don't want a nutter hat.
It says these nuts.
No, that would be rude.
They got these nuts, and then on the side they got an almond and a cashew. You don't want it?
There's our sister. Hey, sister.
That's
No,
what they my new business. These nuts, and then they got an almond and a cashew.
I mean, when you put it that way, I might be interested.
I know I can get you interested. I know how to get. I'm gonna get you some of these nuts, one way or the other.
Yeah, I'm triggered. So I don't, but
You
it's
see-
catchy.
You see, Nakia, she already eating on some almonds and cashews.
Our sister alone.
She got a
Sister
mouthful.
Magenta
of
looks
nuts.
lovely on you.
She got a mouthful of nuts. Look at her. Crunching.
Remember, we're not supposed to say that. We can't say mouthful of nuts on air.
Who said that?
You told
What is this, the
Bernard
Howard
other day
Stern
that he
show?
can't say that.
What is this, the Howard Stern show now?
Not the Howard Stern show. You don't see.
Bernard said that about himself. He should have been saying that. We talking about Nakia though. Look at her.
Yeah, but so you can't say that to sister either.
Look at her.
Why would this be the Howard Stern show? Because your name is Howard.
No,
Certainly isn't because you're Stern.
because it's the things you say we can't say.
Cuddles is the one that said that. And I just reminded him.
Well, and I told you I want to put my meat in your mouths, but nobody seemed to be bothered by that.
that was horrible. Because
Why is that horrible?
He was flashing a steak, girl. He wasn't talking about no dangler.
I know, but so here's what y'all
You
don't
got
know.
such a low, you get a low.
When I upload, excuse you, when I
You don't know
upload,
comedy?
I know something about it. I learned a lot from you, Buckets, and I appreciate it. But
That's all he's saying. He's gonna put his meat in your mouth. He's showing you a steak. Huh?
Or my sausage.
Yeah, or
So,
his sausage.
here's what I'd like to
You
say.
might like my sausage better than my meat.
I like a moment that I can get my thought out. Can I have one of those? Here's
Is
what
your
I-
thought impacted?
You ain't got no segment, nigga.
Here's what I want to say. So the archive is audio only. So
You already told us. You already told us this.
We ain't stupid. We know the rules.
What kind of a cheap ass?
That's why you heard Sir
What
Fisher
kind of a cheap ass archive do you have that's sound only?
It's audio only. Yeah.
What did you
sound
buy the
only.
archive? Did you buy the archive on sale?
So no, they don't do visual type and they don't do music.
Oh shit!
But their whole platform is around visual type whatever. So why
the
don't they have
archive.
it?
There
Just
she
like
go
Blog
with
So-
Talk,
there she
we-
go with the
audio-
hand gestures and shit. Time to go.
That's my hand
Motherfucker
of
thinks she
reason.
on the news and shit. She thinks she on Channel 4. Time to get the
No,
fuck
that's
up out of
just-
here.
One
I
moment.
had-
then-
This motherfucker, look at her. Look. Oh God, time to go.
So Spreaker is our
Oh.
archive, sir. Spreaker.
Spreaker.
Sister doing the Baptist tip. So you okay?
Nah, she ain't okay.
That's it.
She done dropped her soup and shit.
She did not.
Yeah, she did.
So
She
when
done dropped her
Spreaker
soup.
goes out of business, you will lose all these archives.
You can't be sipping on the soup. Man. You gotta take it out immediately, or you gonna get the runs.
Here's the thing, Howard. Who said that that's the only place to put in the archive? That's the space for the wonderfuls to go to. But we have a
You
backup.
just said the archive is on Spreaker.
We have multiple archives though. But
Run,
You didn't say the archives are on Spreaker.
I didn't mean to.
And make
You're not being clear.
Okay, so allow me to clarify. For all the wonderfuls, we have Spreaker. They can tap in there, but they're only hearing the audio. That's the part I want to voice. So when you say you putting your meat in somebody's mouth, they don't have no visual. They don't see no steak, but they heard what you said.
We can't see that you hold.
And it's
nigga.
horrible.
And what do you think? What do you
It's a
think?
smoothie bowl.
Yep, it's a smoothie bowl.
And
Sister
nigga,
Sam.
so what, nigga? We ain't ass shit. Ain't nobody work. We go to work.
I beg your pardon.
Get to work.
So we have multiple
Right.
archives
Shit.
to keep
Show
everything
ass to work.
together in case things change again. We won't be, scrambling. Is that okay with you, Howard? Set up to your standards, sir. No. Okay. I didn't expect for it to be your standard. So what do you suggest we do?
You're breaking up, Nicole. You sound like you got some meat in your mouth.
Well, you know that I don't. You're looking at my mouth.
I know, but it was breaking up for a minute. You sound like R2D2.
You and I are breaking up, Cuddles. We're breaking up right now.
Now
Okay.
you could see my hands where
That
they
means
are.
if you breaking
When
up,
my
now,
hands
that means
when
the
my
baby
hands
has
go out of
arrived.
sight, how do you know what I'm doing?
Oh no, I gotta get away from these motherfuckers.
Sorry.
It's time to go. Time to go, Howard.
So would you please enlighten as to where do you think we should put archives that have visuals? You know how many gigabytes? Because you buckets don't know how to get off a broadcast at 11.
YouTube.
Do you know how many gigabytes?
YouTube.
It's already on YouTube, sir. You know that.
Well, then it's archived.
I said to you, we have multiple archives.
Why do you need multiple archives? Why are you confusing everybody?
It's not a confusion. We just have multiple.
Well, it's not a confusion for you, but I think it's a confusion.
Are you confused?
No, I'm never
Okay.
confused.
There it is. So don't assume others can't figure it out. They'll figure it
Well,
out. They'll figure it out.
no, they won't.
Well, did you get enough fiber in your diet today?
Ali can't even say the word turmeric.
He
said
said turmeric. Turmeric. Because that
There's
is
an
how
R
it's
before the
pronounced.
M.
Turmeric.
That's not how it's spelled on the bottle he's drinking.
All right. Well, turmeric is, tomato, turmeric. We're just going to have to work with it.
I don't know about that. It's spelled differently. The R is before the M.
But it's okay. It's okay to say turmeric.
Are you advocating for bad speech and poor reading?
I'm just saying we can be flexible. We're not going to die.
Don't you ever walk around
We're
and
not
say
speaking the
reading is
King's
fundamental?
English. Well,
Don't you
Yeah.
ever say reading is fundamental?
It is fundamental.
Well, how could it be fundamental if you're reading the word incorrectly?
So I don't want to.
I never knew it was spelled that way. I always called it turmeric also.
It's on the bottle.
I know.
Turmeric.
I'm looking at it now.
There's
Yeah,
an
you're
R.
right.
There's an R before the M.
So turmeric.
Turmeric. Turmeric.
I think turmeric flows better.
Well, that's great. Nobody else agrees with you.
Well, apparently many do, because I actually don't hear it pronounced
And they're all wrong. They're all wrong.
Okay, but
They're
don't take back
wrong.
what I just said.
Let me tell you, they're wrong.
Okay, all right,
Wrong.
okay,
Incorrect.
I'll accept that.
Confused.
Perhaps a little. So,
Perhaps a lot.
I'm not here to judge.
All right. Can I play with one of my balls?
For 15 minutes, you knock yourself out.
For 15 minutes, I can play with one of my balls?
I mean, it's your
Really?
personal time. But 15 minutes of it's all I got to offer.
I have two of these. but
What
I'm
is it?
only
A
gonna
stress
play-
ball?
I'm only going to play with one.
What is it?
Well, what's it look like?
I didn't see it yet.
I got to catch it.
Hold it still, please.
If I hold it still, it'll stop spinning and I won't catch it.
If you hold it still, it'll stop spinning and you won't catch it.
Are we talking about balls? Are we talking about balls? Or what are we talking about here?
The
Stan?
item that's in your hand.
Well, I have two hands. And you
I
don't
only
see
seen
either.
one. I only seen one with an item in it.
Do you get upset when my hands disappear?
No, it's not. No.
Why not?
Why would I? Are you going to tell me about the item or not?
Are you that interested in my ball?
We need a solid topic, or we're getting out of here sooner than 15 minutes. So are you going to share it or not?
Well, I don't know. If I can get it started, I'll share.
If you could get it started?
Oh, yeah, I'm getting it started now. You hear it?
Yes.
So what is it?
I don't know. Are you going to tell us?
It's one of my balls, not out of control. Everybody wants to see my balls today. What's going on with that?
Howard, you got to get out more and travel, meet others. You got to get out the seat, move around.
Really?
Sunfish Light, how are you feeling?
Yeah. Please help us and tell us.
I've been feeling bad. I was feeling really bad this morning. Feeling better now, but I've been feeling bad.
Are you taking anything?
Yeah, they got me on some cough syrup, and I've been taking Mucinex.
Okay.
Mucinex is cough syrup.
Well, I've been taking Mucinex pills, and then I got some prescription cough medicine.
And they didn't say you had like RSV or anything.
Yeah, upper respiratory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going around out right now. I had a couple coworkers call out who had RSV.
Earthquakes too.
RSV, sister?
Mhm.
Like Randy Sam Victor?
Yes.
Oh,
What is that, Nicole?
it's an ink pen.
No, it's not.
It's a honey stick. It's a honey stick.
What is it?
Oh.
What is it?
Sister just said it's a honey stick.
I don't know that word.
Well, then what do you call it?
Wishing for hair.
It's a scalp massager?
This could massage anything, Nicole, not just the scalp.
All right, wonderful. So we're gonna go ahead and to our brother official lot. Are you going to call it, sir? King Fred, are you calling it, sir? Or shall
King
I
Fred
call it?
cannot call it.
He could
has
call
no,
it. He's right.
He
He's
has
right
no.
here.
He has no presence on the show.
Well, I don't want to know the multiple things that you massage. Anyways, so I'm just saying. I
Why?
would say because it's it's just not. I mean, some things I'd rather just not know. So to everyone, we're gonna go now. We'll be back tomorrow.
You seem a bit disturbed. You seem a bit disturbed by this stick.
I'm not even. You know what? You have a beautiful day. Get out, get some fresh air, get some fresh vegetables, whatever you got to do. See you.
It's nighttime.
Oh.
How would I get anything in the daytime when it's nighttime?
We'll start out early. All right. To our brother official, I please feel better.
All right.
All right. Well, you're going to get checked in on later, so don't worry. King Fred, I don't know what you're doing, sir. You're in dreamland somewhere. Enjoy that.